Shadows gather where the truth once stood. A kingdom of confusion carved out of falsehood. But he walks through the ruins like a prophet reborn. A voice once in fire, a mic darkness gone. The chaos watches with an all-seeing glare. Guardian of reason in a world unaware. When the overlord stalls at the edge of the frame, the faithful rise up, they already know his name. I'm here to resurrect the second coming of common sin. I've come to wake the sleeping. Church will bring the fed. No hurdles, no illusions, no hollow in compare. He's here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. He stands in the fallout of a world misled, thinking truth from the wreckage, raising dawn from the dead. Every word is a weapon, shot men declare, exposing every shadow we pretend not to fear. And the overlord rises with the suffering command. A beast of judgment, the Lord of his bed. On his growl rings through the silence of the night. The loyal understand, trigger keeps the balance right. I'm here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. I'm making the chaos of found to impotence. And strong against the darkness, rising defense. He's here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Now you're head to the beast that patrols the doors. It's in now I'll freeze it with the ball crushing block. If his bull runs in deep, the shadows will consume. The world cracks open, ushering down. So with the command, go deploy and accord. If you know what's good, feed more the overlord. I'm here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. I'm maintaining the chaos of our resistance. And strong against the darkness, rising to defense. He's here to resurrect the second coming of common sense.
All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. This is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Everybody, hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you, and let's party. Who we got in the building? Shout out to Liberty Plus TV. Welcome. We also got our boy Tijuana Border Jumper in the building. Welcome. Shout out to Angry Amputee. We got HR Death Poet and TV Brewski coming in and repping the landscapers. That is right, guys. We are both vertical and horizontal landscape, whichever you want to put it. If you are on the vertical stream and you don't want to watch the vertical stream, the pinned link is to get to the regular thing. So come on over. So I meant to put a poll up before we started, but I am sure that you have heard of what's going on with Nick Shirley and the fraud with Somali daycares in Minnesota. And we were on the New Year's Eve stream. On New Year's Eve, Nick went on to the PBD podcast, and we checked out some of the clips from that. But I personally have not actually sat down and watched the full video. So I put up a poll to ask you guys if you wanted to do that, and you said yes. So we gone do it. We also have some other stuff that updates, because this video is a week old now. So there's gonna be some updates and stuff, and it's gonna be a good time. I was gonna say, I hope Box is here. Another Minnesotan. All right, I'm definitely gonna be coming to you for some information. And you're saying Walz going down. I sure hope so. It's I'm very interested to see the specifics on what we're doing. Like I said, I've seen some clips, but in terms of the entire thing, I haven't seen it, so I'm going in blind. So let's do it. As always, guys, if you cannot hear the video, please do let me know.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this building.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as they enabled billions of dollars to be given to fraudulent businesses underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups in Somalia, like the Al-Shabaab, and others enriched themselves, all at the U.S. taxpayers' expense. And in this video, we will break down all of the fraud from start to finish, from going to the fraudulent businesses and confronting the people who are making millions of dollars from the government. And we will also be confronting the incompetent government leaders who let this fraud happen. And to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation.
So I haven't seen anything where they actually confront any of the government people or anything. So I am ready to get into it. Shout out to TV Viewerski, starting us off early with the big 10 on PayPal. Of course, every donation comes with a treat for Morty if he will take it. There we go. Thank you. So very, very much, of course, making you the new sponsor of the stream. And of course, guys, because we so graciously hit the Morty Memorial Fund that we are leaving in 2025, and you guys have warmed my heart. So thank you. Now you just gotta bulk me up, and TV got a good start. Thank you, sir. Let's dive right back in.
Let this fraud happen, and to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for years now, as he has seen the fraud firsthand. His name is David. Let's get into this and be prepared to be shocked. How deep is this fraud here inside of Minnesota?
It is far worse than anybody can imagine. You heard it's 7 to 10 billion and maybe more, and now the numbers have been revised and put out there publicly that they think it's more like 8 billion. How I got involved is that where my office is here in Minneapolis, I'm sort of in the heart of all of this fraud.
Now, Angry's bringing up, I can't wait to see if they do the same thing here in Ohio, a huge Somali population in Columbus. And I think that is this is the breaking point, or the breaking point? That's not what I meant. I have the imagery of the dam breaking, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? This is the tip of the iceberg, if you will. And yeah, I think that this is going to expose a lot of other places, and especially because of the fact that Walz is very likely in trouble. Then tip of the spear, all that kind of stuff. The fact that Walz is very likely tied to this. There is number one. That means that it's not unlikely that other politicians are part of this as well. And that, other communities, other things are going this way. So hopefully, again, I don't see anybody who is holding public office going to jail or anything. I mean, we might maybe get a resignation somewhere, but exactly. Don't expect anybody to be perp walked and locked up and thrown away without the key. That being said, it is very important to be aware that this is what's going on. And so this is a perfect example of the type of thing that, maybe it's not going to directly lead to change, but it's the type of thing that brings people to pay closer attention to what's going on in general and the tendencies that we'll see from either side. And it's bit by bit by bit. Let's say you're a normie today, and this is the first. Let's say you're an 18-year-old normie Democrat, and the first thing that you ever saw in politics, come on, show my beautiful face there, was this video. Then that's going to move you in the right direction. It's not necessarily going to make you a Republican, but it's going to show the truth of what's really going on and the lies of the Democrats. So that already is a win. But hopefully, it's just the tip of the spear.
Where my office is here in Minneapolis, I'm sort of in the heart of all of this fraud. And I would see these childcare centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day. And all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare and I'd see the same thing. I said, well, where do these kids play? And so I started to go online and look, and I said, this place is licensed for 80 children. They had 0 children. Every time I went by there, they never had a single child there. Then I started to see all these transportation companies going around, and it was always a Somali driver. And I said, well, that's great. They're out there transportation, contributing, but they never had a passenger, never, ever once. And I said, well, what is all this transportation? What are they doing?
Just burning up the fossil fuels. You'd think the left could get behind that.
Found out that in Minnesota, they have something called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office, therapy, whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these companies are there? And the research came back that there are 1,020 of them, and more than 800 of them are Somali owned. Nobody from the state of Minnesota ever cross-checks to see if any rides were ever actually provided. All they did was write the check.
Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of, I'm glad that this story is coming out at this timing, because I think this is very directly relevant to my learning about Nick Fuentes and having a better understanding of what exactly he means when he says sigils, and that he's not talking about, well, if you have 1 ounce of Jewish blood, then you must be bad. And that's not what he's talking about. He could do a much better job of explaining that, but he's talking about exactly the same type of thing that we're talking about here, with tendencies within a group or culture. Now, I'm not saying I back Nick Fuentes. I'm just saying that has helped me to understand the inoculation, the verbal inoculation, the mental inoculation between somebody calling me racist for going balls to the wall on this. It's like, no. The numbers show it is Somali people. It is Somalians, whatever. It's thems. Yeah, you're seeing, I see that in Cleveland with the handicap vans. TV said, someone who I consider very faithful to the Dems was open to learning about this. It does seem to be a foot in the door moment. There we go. That's all we need. Bit by bit by bit, we plug away every single day, and the truth shall set you free.
Right here, we have all this paperwork. And how are you getting all this information about the fraud?
A lot of it is through my own research. And then I have some contacts at the Capitol going back many, many years. And so the data that I'm getting is 100% accurate, coming directly from research done by people at the state Capitol.
All this paperwork right here, what are we looking at?
The areas of fraud that I have numbers for are mostly related to childcare. This is massive fraud that is beyond anyone's imagination, the scope. And so, for example, there's a childcare not far from here in Minneapolis that has two childcares listed at the same address. And together, they're licensed supposedly for 120 children.
Jesus. And of course, from the clips that we've seen, we know that 2 places at one address is bad, but not even the worst of it.
I have never seen a single child there ever. And I've been by that place at least 100 times.
Hey, shout out to the landscapers, 100% likes. Thank you so very, very much. Verdes, if you're on the vertical screen, please do double tap and give me that like. It helps out so very, very much. Thank you.
Somalians, these groups are setting up these daycares, these childcare centers, getting money from the government, but there's no kids.
No kids. Never had any of them. They're all fraught with violations. And even though they have these violations, they're still in operation and they're still getting money. And it's millions of dollars for every one of them every year.
Mm-hmm. Who's getting the money and where are they getting the money from?
So we have a thing called CCAP. It's a blend of federal and
so the Child Care Assistance Program. And yeah, I mean, no one blinks an eye when helping children. And this is, I meant to save it. Did I save it? I might not have saved it. There was a video of some dude talking about essentially appealing to taqiyya, the notion of Islam, where it's okay to lie about your faith, and then another aspect being that you feel like the oppressors, for lack of a better word, if you can steal and plunder and whatever, because they are not you, they are not human, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna try to find the video exactly, but yeah, this is directly in line with the culture and directly in conflict with our culture. Not good. Not good.
State money. The bottom line is it's taxpayer money, so it's state money and it's federal money. And the problem is the people at the state of Minnesota are the ones writing the checks. This is kind of the maddening thing is you have daycare, so you have adult daycare.
Oh, I think I put it on Twitter. I think I put it on Twitter. Hold on a second here. Let's do a little side quest. Well, we'll get to that. I believe it was this one.
Neighbors, and I got Somalians as neighbors, and I talked to one of them, and I asked him about this whole Somalian fraud that's going on in Minnesota. And one of the guys explained it to me this way. He said back in Somalia, a lot of them come from clans, and Muslims have this thing where their spoils, even their Prophet Muhammad, whatever, he would go out and plunder people, and the spoils of war would be considered rightfully theirs. And whenever they would go to a place and they would subjugate the non-believers, they would put a tax on them. So he's like, the Somalians believe in Minnesota, their plunder is rightfully theirs. And
it's rightfully theirs. They're not stealing. They're taking what is rightfully theirs. You know, all that time that you spent away from your family, doing whatever it is you do for work, that's not your money. That's their money.
It's just a tax that the white people are paying for the Somalians to the Muslims, to the non-believers. And so they do not comprehend the Western laws. They don't understand it. It doesn't compete to their Sharia law that they're practicing.
Well, they understand it. That's not the problem. They definitely understand it. The question is whether they respect it. And the answer, of course, is no.
And so there's outrage. And so he explained this one little thing to me. He's like, in their religion, they're permitted to lie. So when you see all these Somalians in Minnesota,
that's the taqiyya.
Permitted to lie. So when you see all these Somalians in Minnesota, being outrageous that their fraud is being exposed, he's like, they're permitted to lie. They're permitted to tax the non-believers. They're permitted to practice their Sharia law. They're permitted to plunder because in their belief system, it is rightfully theirs. So they don't understand why all these people are upset about, all this fraud that's going on, because they've been practicing all this stuff that they've been doing in Somalia.
And then, just think about the notion that, we just recently, within, 10 or so years ago, just had a movie based on Somalian pirates. I am the captain now. That's them. Now they're here. Why would they be doing anything different?
They just brought their belief system here, and they do not understand why everyone's outraged. And,
And again, they absolutely understand. They just don't care.
So that's just... And I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. I guess if you raised up in one belief system, you went to another, and then, you're upset why they're upset that you're marrying a 6-year-old. That's kind of been happening. So that's quite interesting. But here in Idaho, there's a very good Somalian population, and three doors house from me, a Somalian family lives, and sometimes.
Yeah, so he's not even talking about within Minnesota. This is people elsewhere that have every reason to be like, hey, well, it's actually totally fine that we do this. It's no problem at all. But yet they proudly and openly be like, nah, we just steal from you motherfuckers. Sucks to suck.
The maddening thing is you have daycare, so you have adult daycare, and then you have childcare, and then you have healthcare. And a lot of these same names keep coming up on all of these different types of businesses. And then,
so the industries involved in fraud, we got the adult daycare, child daycare, healthcare.
And of course, we have the transportation, and a lot of those same names appear, a lot of the same addresses. There's one building that has 14 Somali healthcare companies at the same address. There's another building in St. Paul that has 22 Somali healthcare businesses at the same address.
And the government knows about this.
The government knows they're writing the checks. Yeah, the Democrats over there just writing the checks. What has happened is that the Somali community is a very closed community. They will not speak to anyone outside the community and talk about what's going on within the community. They vote as a block. And so when you're a politician, you're saying, look, I've got 100,000 people in Minnesota that.
And then it's no wonder. It's no wonder that what's his face, the mayor is doing town halls and press conferences in what I don't even know what the fuck language it is. Sure shit in English. How can you let this happen? How can you let this happen? Shout out to Lance. Welcome. Said piracy is literally the Somali culture. Yeah. I mean, it's not racist. It just is true. It just is what it is. Welcome. We got some liars over on the Vert stream. We got 33% of you saying that you hit like, and we only got 2. We only got 2 likes. Verties, you got to show the landscapers that you are better than them. Hit that like button. Double tap the screen for me. TVerski said, I live by one with 22. What you want from there? I guess we can, whatever it is that they're offering, they probably don't have it. So, yikes.
Well, when you're a politician, you're saying, look, I've got 100,000 people in Minnesota that if I do something for the community, they're going to vote for me. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about, is getting the votes. And then the people here in Minnesota, you hear this term, Minnesota nice. I'm so sick of that term. The people here are so afraid of being called a racist or an Islamophobe. And they're afraid of their own shadow. And I don't understand. This is our future generations are going to have to pay for all this fraud.
Mm-hmm. And see, even a landscaper going over and hitting the vertical like, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. And of course, we got Guam Tag. Welcome to the party. Said, liked, and shared. Again, guys, that stuff really, really, really does help. And it doesn't even matter if you think anybody's going to click on the link that you shared, just by you telling YouTube, Twitch, or Rumble that you want more people to see this. They will show it to more people. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome to the party. Hope you had a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, guys, this is the first stream, the first Indian Jesus stream of 2026, and I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be back after the long break. Ohio Somalis are on another level. Glad that shit is being cracked down on. All right, so we got a few Ohio people here. Interesting. Minnesota's now, but looks like Ohio might be next.
This is our future generations are going to have to pay for all this fraud, and they just want to bury their heads in the sand and go on and just not worry about it. Tim Walz saying there's organized crime in Minnesota. What did he do about it? Nothing. You got organized crime.
Nerfing.
What are you doing? This is
somebody brought up a really interesting point, because let's back up a little bit. As much as I think that this is like all legitimate, we know that it's been documented. I do wonder why it was so easily picked up. A lot of this kind of stuff, they try to hide it, and as as Nick shows, it's not new. So they could have been reporting on it, whether we're saying left, right, whatever, and nobody said anything about it. So I don't know if it is. I'm just saying that's weird. I'm just saying that weird. It's weird how quickly they picked all of this up. The other thing is that, again, they, meaning the government and they, knew about this and were ready to run Walz for VP. Again, I don't really know what that means, but it is fucking shady as shit, right? Shout out to Liberty Twitcher. Welcome to the party. Said, I don't blame the Somalis. It seems that government encouraged the fraud. I mean, they definitely did, but I'm going to blame them anyway. I think two people can be wrong in a situation, and I mean, you're never going to find me defending the government, but they know, that's like what the other guy was saying in the video that I just showed. Like, well, they don't even know that it's wrong to steal here. They know, they just don't care. We also got Patrick. Welcome. Another Ohio. So I was shocked when I learned about all this. When I learned about it, I almost missed it. Dilly to that. Welcome. Ohio in the building. We also got equality and deference because vagina. Over on Rumble, welcome again. Saying liked and shared. Oh, you guys are coming through for me. Again, it helps out so very, very much. Welcome. Angry said they ran him in Walz because he had the brown vote. They underestimated how many people hated Harris and the Rainbow Mafia. That makes perfect sense. Because, yeah, that is like, hey, there's going to be opposition research on this. But if you have enough votes to combat the people who are not going to vote for you because of the fraud, and you're going to get votes from the people that are getting the fraud money, that'll make a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Liberty Plus TV said libertarians have been telling everyone about fraud for decades and decades. It's inevitable, and it's in every single department. We're more focused on military contractors because it's 1,000 times worse. True. Yep. And yeah, shout out to Ohio. We got a bunch of Ohioans in this. Ohioans? Is that what you guys say? In the building. All right, diving back in here.
Nothing. You got organized crime? What are you doing? This is the Minnesota law, which mandates that anyone who knows of fraud and is a state employee must report that fraud. It's Minnesota Statute 3.971, Subdivision 9. Not only that.
Quality, I agree. Said, I do blame the Semolinas. I like that. The Semolinas for being parasites. I just blame the fucking politicians more. Well, damn. I will take that. Dilly to that. Yeah.
But Walz is also guilty of misconduct of a public employee. When I look at the world as a whole and I look at fraud, the Twin Cities is ground zero. The fraud is worse here than anywhere else ever in history.
Until we look at Ohio, what's going to happen in Ohio? Shout out to Phoenix Ashes. Welcome from Canada. And visit, oh man, what is going on with the stream? That everybody from Ohio. Welcome, Ohio. Very good to see ya. Liberty said, paying like $700 for a screw that costs 20 cents. Somalian thing seems like a good way to justify deportation and create the illusion of justice for fraud. We gonna talk about politicians and insider training? Nah, just Somalians. And that's kind of what I don't have a theory. I don't know. I'm not saying, well, it's because of this, but I am saying that it is a little bit odd how quickly the mainstream legacy media picked this up. Usually they would try to hide it. And of course we saw CNN being, bullshit. But I mean, it's something's off. Something is off.
We're going to go confront these people. We're going to go to these daycare centers. We're going to see what
I think it was about I'm pretty sure it was up for about a year, and then they just changed it. Oh, it okay, what's the racism? We'll wait. Shout out to Bathy Crazy. Welcome. Very good to see you. Empathic Veteran said there's no fraud. It's just racism. So I'm just curious as to what racism we're talking about. TV said the media is picking it up because the Somalians are the bag holders. Meaning like what you were saying about the votes? Phoenix said we have a lot of fraud here. Also, mainly misuse of benefits and internal government fraud. Well, that's everywhere. And I'm really hoping that, again, even if we don't see people like Tim Walz in handcuffs and behind bars and stuff, that ain't gonna happen. At least people are aware. And stupid shit like, well, that's just racist because if black people steal, then it's okay. Stupid. Yeah, we're done with that. We're going to
go confront these people. We're going to go to these daycare centers. We're going to see what's actually happening.
Okay, so we have to be careful because these people are very violent. They're exceptionally violent.
Now, with all of David's
they got a lot to lose.
Evidence, we headed out to the streets of Minneapolis to see how much fraud we could uncover in one afternoon.
Where are we going now?
We're going to a place called Mako Childcare, which actually has another childcare registered at the same address called Mini Child Care Center.
So we should see lots of children if there's this child care center, especially if there's two.
The two of them combined are licensed for $120.
And how much money have these child care centers received?
None of those vans had moved in 6 months. None of them. In 2020, One of them received 1.3 million in 2021. They got 987,000. In 2022, they got 714,000. That's the last I have for that one. And then the other one, 1.604 million in fiscal year 2025.
$1 million in 1 year. 1 year. Shout out to Bubba. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say God bless this patriot. Indeed. Indeed. And yep. Woke fatigue is a thing. I can't hate on it anymore. I mean, I don't know. Can't woke scold anymore. That's what I was going with this. Sorry, my brain's a little scrambled today. Shout out to Buddy Lee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So they found a loophole. I respect it. I mean, I guess. That's like saying, yeah, I took a pew and just went up to the bank and they gave me all this money. And so, I mean, hey, you found a loophole. Is that a loophole or is that just a crime? A loophole entails that there's something that you shouldn't be doing, but it is legal. They're just doing crime. There's nothing to respect there. Maybe the gall, maybe the balls. I'll give you that because they got fucking balls, but there was no loophole here. Angry said, oh, you're gonna, we got Dylan Soup. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Very good to see ya. The Pentagon never knows where their money is. Well, they know. We just don't know. They know. We just don't know. Yeah, I mean, a loophole means that, oh, you're not supposed to do X, but if you do it this way, then achieving X is legal. There was no loophole.
604 million in fiscal year 2025. Fiscal year 2024, they got about 800,000, and in fiscal year 2023, they got $904,059. This place right here. Yes.
$5 million. And again, no loopholes at all. You cannot fake these documents to get free money. I mean, you can, but fuck around and find out. Exactly. Like I said, I don't expect to see Tim Walz or anything, but we are definitely, if we don't get any arrests out of this, that will be amazing. That will be amazing.
We're outside of it.
Well, this
In the worst way, obviously.
is actually 2 daycares are registered.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Quality said, people are bad enough with their own money, but when you spend other people's money, they don't give two shits of a fuck of a flaming rat's ass. Yep. Because I haven't watched it in about a week, so probably got to do that.
Registered here. One of them is Mako, which you see on the sign. The other one is Mini Child Care Center. And between the two of these child care centers, they're pulling in about $3 million a year.
Like I said, we got clips and updates ready.
And there are no children. Every facility you go to, the windows will be blocked out, so you can't see in. There's nobody here. You won't see a single child at any of these facilities.
There are indeed no windows. All the windows are blacked out right here. All right, let's go in.
No.
And the child care center is locked. Should we ring the doorbell? Try to get in, ring the doorbell. Nobody showed up. They're open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It says here on their sign, yet there's absolutely nobody here. And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. And if this was a daycare center, it wouldn't just be...
But it's just after school, right? The program demands 6 a.m. to, I believe, 9 p.m. or 6 p.m. or something like that. After school don't fucking count for the program.
Some industrialized building, there would be maybe like a playground or something outside, or...
There's no play area for the kids. So where are the kids? Where's it?
Well, again, the Phoenix is saying that an independent journalist had to do all the legwork, and why are things not verified? I think, unfortunately, the answer is that they were in on it. It was verified. It's not a bug. It's a feature. It doesn't make sense that people like Tim Walz and people under him wouldn't be understanding this. I forget the mayor's name, but same thing. It doesn't make sense. All right. Thank you, Equality.
There's no play area for the kids. So where are the kids? Where's anybody? How can there be nobody here? And it's like this every single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a single child at this building right there.
Oh, then now it looks like we already got the Somalis coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
Don't give them any ideas.
Word's out.
Hello, is this your daycare?
No, can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here. All right, let's go to the next location.
And the fraud
Yeah, hit up my dad.
only gets more from here. Make sure you stay till the very end of this video to see exactly how much fraud we find by the time we are done. And before we go to the next location, I want to show you something super interesting about the flags of Minnesota.
And here,
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh my goodness. W Nick indeed. Welcome to the party, guys. If you are new here, please do hit that like and do subscribe. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes whenever I feel like it. So this flag thing, I forgot what I was gonna say. So let's see what they say.
Before we go to the next location, I want to show
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, if you didn't hear me before, we're gonna get through this, and then I have some updates and stuff.
you something super interesting about the flags of Minnesota.
and here in Minnesota, if you take a look at the Minnesota state flag, they recently changed it, and it very much so resembles the flag of Somalia. And really quick, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Opus Clip. What used to just be an AI clipper has now become the most powerful.
All right, we ain't doing.
Be a YouTube link and Opus scoring. Use it. This is gonna end new guys up with the link early. Daycare center.
Other things, I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll let you play the thing, but we're not doing AI stuff over here. Angry said, the Islam invasion come with the fraud and Sharia law. Please don't. Please don't. Let's Chief. Welcome. Can anyone explain the fraud? Yeah, they said we have children so that they got money, but they didn't have the children. That's fraud. They lied. What program was it paid out under? What dates for how much? CCAP under. I mean, they're putting the things on the screen. So I mean, you'll show. What's the actual legwork? For what? What do you mean the legwork? Legwork for what? Surely someone can explain. Do they link sources somewhere? Yes, in the video. That's why we're watching it, bro.
3 months at 50% off. And now let's get back into the video. Now we're going to the next daycare center. How much money has this one generated?
This one in fiscal year.
Okay, so there you go. You were looking for sources. It's right on the screen from the government themselves.
$1,042,059 in fiscal year 2024. $1,059,078, and in fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one.
Wow, we went down. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that we got a little bit of you think they just go more and more and more, but if you look at it, 23 they had 700,000, then 24 1.05, and then in 2025 they gave us back $10,000. Well, thank you so much. My goodness.
23, $727,336.
This next one is literally 1 block away, and this one's also generated nearly $3 million in the past 3 years. Let's see if there's any children. Let's see if any of the buildings are open. Here we go. All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center. All the windows are blacked out. Let's see if anybody is.
And like initially, I was like, okay, I mean, blacked out windows, that's business-wise, that's probably not very inviting, but like, okay, maybe the kids' privacy and stuff like that, I could see that. But when all of them were like that, I'm like, all right, that's shady.
Here.
What is life indeed?
This door is locked.
This facility is licensed for 40 children.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
0 children. I've come by this place 100 times. I've never seen a child here, ever. The only thing I've ever seen is someone standing outside smoking.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy about this is that last daycare center is that green building right there. And the other daycare center right now is right here. These buildings should be operating as they're receiving literally.
Are you saying that the documents from CCAP, from the Minnesotan government, are not a source? What do you need? A video of the guy signing the form? What do you mean? This is directly from the government. I bet you there are. And that's why. Oh, look at all these. Right here. And that's just an ad. But again, the point is that this is like. I'm not doing this. It's insane to me. It's insane to me that you could look at this and be like, nah.
Really millions of dollars. I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door.
Hello? Can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Okay, so it's not directly from the government. So how did they get money from the government if they didn't get money, if they didn't apply to the government?
Stupid.
Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork?
No, I just saw that there wasn't anything there. Would you rather me stare at the ad? You need a timeout. Chill out. I promise it's gonna be okay, and you can cope for criminals destroying our country all you want. But chill out. We got plenty to go through.
To file for my son. I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Childcare.
We're in the middle.
And you saw, well, I have that up as well. You saw that he had like $2,500 glasses on. Yeah, poor guy.
Middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids. And all the facilities are the same way. All of them.
Let's see if anyone opened.
Okay, so how about this? You find me any source anywhere on the internet. I'll bring it up and I will apologize and I will end the stream. Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I tried to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare.
Yeah, right. Let's Chief is a Somalian. Oh, we figured it out.
Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, what's happened?
Well, I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare
No, that's not my daycare, but let's sit and talk about it. Are you worried about it? What's going on?
centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids?
I mean, which is worse? Fraud at this level or eating the dogs? I'm definitely putting that up as a poll. Welcome to the party.
It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website.
The State of Minnesota website. You heard that? Let's Chief. State of Minnesota website. That's not the government.
You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there.
How many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No! I'm the owner.
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How can I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because of my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
But
No.
you said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're scared of me because of my.
Well, they definitely have figured out. I mean, they may not want to assimilate into our culture, but they definitely have picked up the woke leftist bullshit. I wonder why. It's because they're so progressive, right? Like, they just love women's rights and all that, right?
My color, that makes you a racist. So right now, they're all getting mad because he's showing the paperwork of this business being registered as a business. 74 children, no children. He saw one child. When
Like I said, bro, you could fix the whole world right now. Get anything, anywhere, on anywhere from the internet. I will apologize directly to you in the stream. Okay, Bob, same for you. Show me anything, anywhere that debunks this, and I will apologize to you and end the stream. And then they go silent.
The door. So now they're all getting mad.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Welcome.
I'm the kids.
Well, then why are you talking for the owner if you're telling me to talk to the owner?
I'm sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody?
No.
Nope.
Where are the 74 kids? Did you lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children? Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers, preschool.
See, again, like, if this was not the case, and hey, I am still willing for either of the two retards in the chat or anywhere else to debunk this and be like, okay, then nope. Oops, it was the 16th. The video dropped during Christmas break, not the recording. Wrong again. What was I saying? If this was not fraud, then why wouldn't they be like, oh my goodness, there's missing children? What? But they're like, no, I don't know anything. It's because you're guilty. It's because you're guilty. The landscapers are very much saying that the fraud is worse than eating the dogs and cats, and equality agrees. All right. I agree. You are gullible as fuck. I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say, mounts up on me and sticks to you. Well, I mean, it could be, but we're missing the children. So if we find the children somewhere else, then they have definitely been trafficked. But as of now, just seems like fraud. Shout out to Chris. They had evidence, but someone broke in and stole it. Okay, we have to. We'll do that one now. Stolen documents. Daycare. There's our boy. Where's the video at? There's our boy. Called $2,500 glasses. And sorry, I couldn't. $2,500 glasses
by the owner, because unfortunately someone came in to our daycare. We looked and saw what happened, and we saw that the suspect came in from the back, broke in from the back kitchen, and he also destroyed the wall to come in. As we walked around the daycare, we saw that our office doors was broken into as well. Unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community.
You sound devastated, bro. You sound devastated.
As one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
I'm going to assume that's the Republican governor. But yeah, anywhere you live, get rid of Democrats.
We've been receiving hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us.
Good.
The past couple of days.
Well, no, not good. Not good. No threats. But I mean, you don't give them a mouthful, then that's one thing.
Including one that happened yesterday morning after the break-in. This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us.
Shout out to Sense Partek. Facts, bro. The propaganda is becoming more deeply neurologically embedded. They know that this could not happen if there was no fraud. It would not play out like this. It just would not play out like this. However, they're black and they're immigrants and they're poor and they're Democrats and all of this stuff. So they can't do anything wrong, right?
Somali communities as Somali Americans, we are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening.
Somali Americans or as Americans? Because I think you just told on yourself. I think you just said as Somali Americans, we have to stick together against who? Against who? You're in America, homeboy. You're in America.
This is also sad that a video can cause all of this. I want to say that there are hundreds of daycares out there, Somali daycares that are out there, and we all help our children and everyone in our community. We have high quality daycares, and this is very sad news that one individual who made a false claim about fraud that is happening in the daycares engaged everyone else to come and do this to us.
Okay. He did, right? I thought I heard about that. I thought I remembered that. I don't have a frame of reference. But now that you say that, that definitely makes sense. But real quick. Okay. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference of when I put a different picture up? I'm going to keep this guy's audio. So we'll see if you guys could see the difference. Ready?
Hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us the past couple of days.
Think about that.
Including one that happened yesterday morning after the break-in.
Thing about that is, we got some newbies. Shout out to Chicken Master. Welcome to the party. Prison. Hopefully, indeed. Now, again, I don't think anybody in office or anybody up there is. I mean, maybe we'll see some resignations, but I don't see anything other than that. Shout out to Muslim Pikachu. Well, technically, technically, if we're going to be fair, what he said was, you can't tell me, Mr. Pikachu said, you can't tell me why, what he said, it's wrong. Not the bar you thought it was. Shout out to Justin. Welcome. Said we all help each other defraud the taxpayers, and we all help steal incriminating documents from Daycare from being under investigation. Yep. Welcome. All right, let's dive back in and see what we got. But yeah, like, don't you guys agree that if somebody came up to you and they were like, hey, there's supposed to be kids here. This is supposed to be a daycare, and nobody's ever seen kids. Don't you think, be like, oh my God, that's not a good thing? And they're all just,
Kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children? Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers, preschool.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
It's from the state of Minnesota right here.
I think we're moving on to the next location.
Yep, Biden's admin was doing investigations about this stuff as well. Trump, I believe it goes back to Obama. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe it goes back to Obama. Liberty Plus said someone should do an expose where they defraud the government and show people how fucking easy it is. I don't know if you've been on TikTok, but the EBT warriors have already done that. Shout out to the blogs. Welcome. Says Somalis are bugging, but let's be real. The main problems are unemployment, inflation, crumbling social structures like the family unit and community. But we're too proud as a nation to admit it. I don't think so. I don't think we are too proud to admit it. I think you're correct. I don't necessarily think that like the problems that you alluded to are disconnected from what the Somalis are doing. But I disagree that we are too proud as a nation. The entire left wing is all like, America bad. So that's half. And then I think the rest of us are specifically saying we don't want that. Or we don't want things like this because it doesn't align with the social structures in a family unit and community and all that stuff. So could we be doing better? Absolutely. But I disagree that we as a nation are too proud to admit it. But interesting take. Welcome to the party. We also got Morgoth's Hammer over on Rumble. Welcome. Said, liked, and shared again. Thank you so very, very much. You guys know how much that stuff really, really does help. I hate asking, but you guys come up and do it for me. So thank you. So careful, the baboon's gonna start flinging poo. Was that a racist joke? I don't like racist jokes like that. But where are we at? We said, yo fam, these Somali goobers got me straight cheese. Fucking waste utes. What is happening? Sense Partek said, it's been an open secret for a while. Of course, it's more widespread than Somalis, and Dems would never go after their funding base. So, yeah. And let's not forget about that. World run by PDFs and satanic demons. Indeed. Phoenix said in Canada, they make videos about how, when their student visa is up, they claim refugee status, which gives them potentially 4 extra years and access to more benefits. Insane. All right, let's dive back in. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, that hopefully this at least puts other places that are doing fraud on notice. Hopefully. Have a good day.
As we continue to show the blatant fraud that was taking place here in Minnesota, Somalis started following us around the city.
And now we're being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center. Absolutely no signage. And there's no footprints in the snow of children playing out.
Oh, there you go. Let's Chief. What was that license number? Why don't you go check this license number here? We have Minnesota. I'll take the banner down for you. So we have the Minnesota Best Child Care Center. There's the address. There's the license number. And I'll end the stream and apologize to you. So you're not going to do that. It's right there. It's right there, honey, sweetie baby. And like I said, yeah, I didn't double check this. The fact that the entire government has come down on this gives it a level of legitimacy. So if you can show me that this is debunked, then you win. But you can't, because it's real. Yeah, I don't even understand. I don't even understand. Quality, you're killing me. You're killing me. I'm not saying that.
Continue to show the blatant fraud that was taking place here in Minnesota. Somalis started following us around the city.
And now we're being...
He runs a Leering Center.
Being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center. Absolutely no signage. And there's no footprints in the snow of children playing out.
Footprints in the snow. Another good sign. Shout out to Full Metal Chad. Welcome to the party. Lone Wolf said, "Can I blame stealing billions from American taxpayers? American taxpayers on unemployment being at 4%?" To be fair, who was it that said that? That it wasn't just unemployment; that there was a number of issues. If we're gonna be fair, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
Side. $5 million within the past 2
million in 2 years. 5.9
I want
million
to.
They received in 2 years. That facility right there.
$15 million so far, guys. $15 million.
Somalis following us in our vehicle right now.
From this daycare center, we headed over to the infamous Quality Learning Center, which actually spells Quality Leering Center on the outside of their sign. That's how blatant this fraud is here at this daycare.
Don't open up!
So this is Quality Leering Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
I'm sure we've all seen this part, but let's enjoy.
They said they spelled learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud?
The White Knight. Of course, the White Knight. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I would put $1,000 on the table that she has colored hair under that hat.
It's taking place here in Minnesota.
Don't open up! We have ice!
And again, not engaging and like, hey, we're not going to let this happen in our town. These are our neighbors. Okay, you're off base, but that's one thing. I'm helping. And she posts the video. Like, look what I did today. Look what I did today. Some white supremacist came and they wanted to take away our community. But I stood up against the oppression of the white man, and I would not let them I would not let them in. I wouldn't do it. He says you can't argue with them. Now, ex-friend said to me, "There's no alternate truth." When I tried to show proof and have a civil debate. Dogma. This is what dogma does. The only thing that supersedes intelligence in your mind is dogma. That is why you have otherwise intelligent people falling for this bullshit. Yeah, exactly. That's I'm saying. I bet you under this hat, she's got purple. I was thinking blue, but you never know. Calling people ICE is the new PDF. You're racist. Yep. All right, and exactly. Yeah, this is not new. And like I said, we got updates and clips and all that stuff. So stay tuned.
The fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Don't open up! We have ice!
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up!
and getting $4 million
Don't
over
open
the
up! It's ice!
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away!
What do you think about that? Are you in favor?
Away!
Are you in favor of that?
Go away!
You know
You're not welcome here.
Are you-
Shame on you.
Are you in favor?
Shame on you.
How dare you?
It's definitely purple.
Of $1.9 million going illegally, fraudulently to this business that has Quality Learning Center but can't even spell learning right on the door.
Don't open
Oh,
up!
and there's the hand on the hip. The hand on the hip. Right there. Oh, look at it in all its glory. The fucking power move. The white liberal middle-aged woman power move. Ready? Watch this one.
Business that has Quality Learning Center but can't even spell learning right on the door.
Don't open up!
Ma'am.
Hey, shout out to LS451 for the $10. Thank you so very, very much. No question, no comment, just pure love of the game. And of course, every donation comes with a treat for Morty. Thank you. That makes you the new co-sponsor of the stream. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you so very, very much. We also got Control Alt Delete. Welcome. Said Somali scam king is a fire. We got the whole block eating up your tax, 8 billion, your tax dollars, 8 billion gone, and you ain't getting none back. I hope that was worth your $5, because yeah, you're right. I don't know if that's necessarily something we want to brag about, but Marty gets a treat either way. And thank you. He wasn't even done with the last one. Welcome to the party. Let's see. This is, why do they always do that? I'm an atheist, and I call out religious bullshit all the fucking time. But because I say something about this particular person, well, what about this? What about that? Jesus Christ. Indeed. All right, diving back in. I apologize for her voice again.
Learning center, but can't even spell learning right on the door.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
I don't care who you are. You don't belong here.
Then why are you saying
here, just
ICE?
like you belong here.
Don't open up! It's ice!
And just the irony of you don't belong here. You can't make this shit up.
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children here at this building, but there's no one here. This is a child daycare center.
99 children. Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding.
Notice how all of a sudden she's not yelling anymore. Because what did I just say about the last location they were at? That if you hear about this, then that should at least give you pause and be like, oh, whoa, okay. Clearly she walked up having no idea what the fuck was going on and assuming, oh, white people. But even she had pause.
Children in here at this building, but there's no one here.
Like,
This is a child daycare center.
Wait a minute.
Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding.
Maybe this video that I'm recording, will stay in the drafts.
Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? They run away? Where are the children? This is the state of Minnesota. Right here.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley, ma'am.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm with Nick Shirley.
This lady, she's calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. Get rid of all the fraud. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there? Where? Yeah, it's right there. It says the child. You've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody here.
We're going to educate you on something. So what do you think about this daycare center? They spelled learning wrong. They've received over $1.9 million this year alone, and they're supposed to have 99 children here.
I don't see it.
Have you ever seen any children here?
None, not at all. None.
This year they got 1.9 million. Last year they got 1.5 million of your tax money.
Your tax
We just want to know where are the kids.
Right.
And shout out to our boy Control Alt Delete again. Did I get you in the banner already? No, I'll update that one. This is from before, but thank you so very, very much, making you yet another co-sponsor of the stream and a treat for the Overlord. Thank you. Said Somali Scam King is the new hit AI song of 2026. Do we got a link to that? I will dance the night away to that. Thank you. All right, let's dive back in here.
And of your tax money for 99 children, we just want to know where are the kids.
Right.
Where are the children?
I don't see them. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that
seen
here.
a child here.
Nope, not at all.
And so you've never seen a child here for 8 years?
Nope, not at all.
And how does that make you feel knowing that this place is receiving $1.9 million?
It's disgusting. I mean, what the hell? They stealing the money. That's a federal grant too. That's, if they get caught for that's a federal offense.
Yep, but will they do anything is the question. Thank you again to our sponsors. Let's see what everybody else is saying here. Liberty said, isn't it kind of racist to assume ICE is there to deport them? Yep. She doesn't know their status in assuming they're legal. Yep. John said, I heard Israel is about to have conflict with Somalia, so this is to manufacture consent for when we help, allegedly. I believe that. Now, when I say I believe that is plausible. Because as I said, it is weird how quickly the mainstream media picked up on this. That's not necessarily something that is usual. You know what I mean? Sense Partek said, have you seen the Nick Shirley video with the guy saying he deserves to get robbed? Then the guy close to him, yeah, oh my God, that was amazing. I think that's for the side quest. I'm going to star this, and we'll come back to that. Let me see some more of the chats here. Shout out to Jeff C. Welcome. So it was prosecuted during COVID and charged, jailed them in 2022. This is a Republican scam now. What? What? Okay, I'm lost. No, as the name suggests, I am Indian. What else we got? This would be a great spot for a First Amendment audit. Yeah, I'll do. Although I do hate those people, but Lone Wolf said Democrats can't handle criticism to their party. They're like Gollum with the ring, my precious. Yep. Sense Fartex, she is a biological extension of her algorithm, but that one broke through a little, and that's what I'm saying. Only a little bit at a time, maybe I'm ice. We are all ice. I thought she was going to say ICE took the kids away. No, but again, seems like there was never any kids to be taken or trafficked or anything otherwise in the first place. Shout out to Guns and Cafe. Welcome to the party. Very good to see ya. Are you asking me, or are you saying that? Yeah. So again, the open thing. If anybody can find anything anywhere on the internet that this video particularly is debunked, then I will apologize to you directly and end the stream immediately. So do with that what you will. That's all right. That gets a dilly. I get Moist Critical all the time. But Curry Critical is funny. Welcome. Yep, I went to a bunch, and we will see them all. How much of the money that went to those daycares ended up in Walz' campaign? Probably millions. Jacksonville Kid, welcome, said Minnesota Governor Tim Walz' rebuttal to all of this is another attack by white nationalists. Okay, I guess I'm a white nationalist then. I guess like what's his face, Larry Elder. I'm a non-white white supremacist. I guess that's the way it works, right? That's the way it works. All right. No. All you have to do is show that we have the names, addresses, and license numbers of all of these places. All you have to do is show me the evidence that what is shown on screen is incorrect. That's it. You are making the claim that Nick Shirley is wrong. Okay. You are making the claim that Nick Shirley has been debunked. Okay. Show me that. I don't want to be up here spouting bullshit. I want to know what the truth is. I am very willing to turn this completely around and be like, yo, fuck that. Fuck Nick Shirley because he's lying. If that's the case. I just don't think it is. And so if you have that information, please share it with the rest of us. Unlike, there's a little bit of a projection going on here. But I'm not tied to any party or that. I'm tied to the truth. So we got a bunch of people say, oh, this is fake. This is fraud. Okay, just show me. I'm not arguing with you. I
know, I studied law.
And you think Tim Walz should go to jail for all the fraud that he's enabled here in his state?
That's him doing this? Heck yeah. He's got to be held accountable for this. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason what's going on here.
What is his claim?
Simple. It's nothing there. It's a parking lot.
And look, they even spelled learning wrong on their sign for a place that's supposed to be educating children.
That's crazy. I mean, who runs it? Who supposedly runs it?
Somalians.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Yeah, like the that whole Doge thing. That was about fraud and accountability.
God. Well, where? Yeah, it's just. I've never seen nobody here at all.
So how long have you been living here?
Since 2017.
You've never seen a single child walk in that building?
No, not at all.
So this daycare
yeah, but that's just one guy.
Center is literally just a place to traffic money. $1.9 million just this year alone. And this guy's been living here for 8 years and has never seen a single child walk through those doors. There's no windows either.
No.
And
well, if you're looking for a source, there's your source. We also have the I don't know who she is, but the lady in charge of all this saying that this place was shut down last week or a week from when she said it. And the day after, the dude was saying, no, see, we got kids here now. But I thought you were shut down. It's almost like you're lying.
Only window they do have, the door is blacked out.
Yep, I see that.
Oh yeah, what was the felony for that? I think because we know that campaign finance is just misdemeanor, but there's 34 felonies. So what was the felonious crime? I'm forgetting. Help me out, Lots of Wiggles. What was the actual felony that he committed?
See anybody on there?
Within just a few hours, we nearly approached $20 million in fraud, and we headed over to George Floyd's neighborhood to expose more of the fraud taking place.
This place is called Future Leaders Early.
Okay, there we go. Again, we will bring everything away. So look up Future Leaders Early Learning Center, 3641 Chicago Ave. I guess that's South Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55407 612 703 4090. License number 1077606. Just Google it and tell me that this information is not directly from the Minnesota government website. I don't know. Clearly I'm not just taking your word for it. So give me the proof or shut the fuck up. No, the felony. What was the felony though? What was the felony that he committed?
Learning Center, and it's licensed for 90 children. And in fiscal year 2025, they received
right. So what are we arguing about? We agree that these people are licensed and that there's not anything happening there. I mean, Nick already did the fucking heavy lifting for me. I am blown away. I am blown away that you could be watching this and understanding, again, within 1 week, how much movement there was from both the national media and the government, the state government and the federal government. When has there ever been anything like that? That's not a felony. That was the misdemeanor. What is the felony?
$6 million. In fiscal year 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got $6.67 million, claiming they have 90 children
25
every day of the week,
million.
5 days a week. So
These people are making just about more money than NBA athletes.
And we don't even know if they're paying taxes, but we don't know where this money is going.
Projection! So what if we have clips of news stories that actually document this from like way long ago? What then?
State records.
Oh wait, was it already in the perfect spot? Oh, look at that! I was already in the perfect spot. Thank you, Actual Justice Warrior. This is the so we'll take a little side quest here. And yes, guys, they did fix the sign.
Not speak with us, but we did talk to a mother dropping off her kids.
I take my kids here, 2 o'clock to 10. Yeah, there's a lot of kids inside.
So there you have it. All you people who are worried about the Leering Center seeming rather fraudulent, so much so that they didn't change their sign for like a year, even though it was misspelled. This woman says, oh yeah, very many children there. I drop off children of mine at this location each and every day.
You're right. I'm sorry, Let's Chief. I mean...
2 to 10 p.m. This is totally not rehearsed in a normal way that people communicate with one another. I am stating the stated business hours of said business, so totally legit and above board.
We spoke with another woman who says she owns the building that houses the daycare. She says they've been operating there since 2017.
And by the way, the local news media says that they talked to the owner of the building and that this place has been in operation for like 7 or 8 years. But in reality, that's not true either. This place has been a daycare center for 10 years. However, the previous owner actually got busted for, guess what? Fraud. And what ended up happening was the license was moved to somebody else's name. And now the Leering Center operates in this location. And by the way, operates with many violations, never had payment stopped. And according to, again,
any proof, bro? Any proof?
In the state of Minnesota, it's completely closed and shut down. That's why when Nick Shirley...
That's not what it was. So the reason I'm asking you this is because I know that there was no felony named. They just made it up. Go find. That's not what the. Again, go look up if falsifying business records in campaign finance is a misdemeanor or a misdemeanor or felony. Like, this isn't even to address the fact that, like, yeah, no shit, they're fucking politicians. Do you think your favorite politician hasn't done felonies? Like, what do you, this magic world that you guys live in?
They showed up, there was nobody there, but also at the same time, according to
they range from
racism, and guess what? Those segments aired no problem. Nobody was accused of evil white racism, and they documented the same thing, even though, again, this was 11 months ago.
I started by visiting Quality Learning Center Daycare. So what is that 14B? Which sits right in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. Between 2019 and 2023, the Minnesota Department of Human Services found 95 violations at this location. They range from failure to keep hazardous items away from children to no records for 16 children, which include things like immunizations, emergency contacts, and
you're just like, any evidence, bro? Any evidence? Any evidence? Any evidence, bro? You guys are stupid and arrogant at the same time. That is not a good mix. That is not a good mix. Actually, let's let it roll. Let's let it roll.
Medical needs. So state investigators placed Quality Learning Center on a conditional license in 20.
No, well, they are, but they're trying to say there's no fraud. I'm saying fuck them. Fuck them. The fraud is real, and they're trying to go, well, just give me any evidence. Like, we're watching the evidence.
22. I went to the daycare's location several times, and only once did I see people there. Oh, that's your daycare. But I did not see any children. There are any kids in there?
No.
After school? Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you.
Oh, but this is Fox 5, right? So it doesn't count. Come on. Shout out to Drew. Welcome to the party. Very good to see ya. Yes, I will happily put money down that you cannot find any senator, congressman, or higher that has not committed any misdemeanors. Oh, wait, do you think politicians are good people?
DHS declined an interview, but in a statement acknowledged Quality Learning Center was put on a conditional license because of its poor safety record. But it still received nearly $8 million in taxpayers' money since 2019.
Now, look, that is obviously a different local news affiliate. That is the Fox affiliate out of Minneapolis. But the fact of the matter is, he ends up going to the location. He documents that you can't get into said location. He goes during their available business hours, and he points out that there's no children there, despite the fact that there's a bunch of violations. They have blacked out windows, and they're receiving a lot of money from the taxpayer, even though, again, they have multiple violations.
Got him. Hey, no name for you knows it was good. Dilly. Oh, let me get full screen since you're on the Burt. There we go. Dilly to you. We got Robert saying, don't trust any government. Agreed. All right, let's, so there's more. Let's see if there's anything else in this specifically. All right, we'll just let him finish that part.
Then he goes to another location that's also featured in Shirley's 43-minute video, and guess what? The same exact thing.
I also went to yet another facility, the Minnesota Child Care Center in this South Minneapolis building. I found it at the end of this small hallway with a steel door, no windows, and no visible security cameras. That's the sign for the place. State records show between 2021 and 2023, the daycare had 36 violations, some of them serious.
Well, I'm not going to vote for you then.
They failed to request initial background checks on 6 staff in 2023 and failed to request repeat background checks on 8 staff in 2024. Ultimately, the state would accept corrective documentation on these violations.
Wasn't anybody here last time either?
I visited several times, and each time, no apparent sign of any workers. And each time, no apparent sign of any children.
And this is why we have the mixed messaging from the media, because they're trying to sell you on the idea that there is no fraud, there's nothing to see here, but at the same time, Nick Shirley isn't giving us any new information because...
Not any new information, because we already had it. Shout out to Lou. Welcome. Said it's funny. No matter what time of day you show up to these daycares or even the healthcare agency, that there is never anyone there and no one can ever get in. Didn't the other... I know that... hold on. There's one more thing from this that we definitely got to show you. I hope it's in this one or not the other one. Give me a second. Yeah. But there was a lady on TikTok, of course, the king of social medias, and she was showing what it's like at a real daycare. Oh, here we are.
Under normal circumstances, and usually your experience is like this.
Oh, I wish we could be at 2x. This is 1.2, but you know, the normies, they can't go any faster than that, but I watch everything at 2x.
So let me take you guys, for all the people in Minnesota that know, I'm at my son's school right now. Let's walk in.
All right, so I'm gonna go to this front door right here, right? For all the people that are like, oh, we wouldn't just let randoms in. Well, you can't just let randoms in because it's locked, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna ring this bell right here. They're gonna let me in. You see how that works? They see me. Hi guys. All right, just in case nobody. And also, if I need a brochure for the daycare, nobody handed Nick Shirley a brochure. Nobody handed Nick Shirley a brochure. Hey, how are you? How are you guys? Hey, yeah, nobody handed.
Who said innocent? I think I explicitly stated that yes, he committed the crime. So it's almost like you're lying or you're stupid, just like the Somalians.
Nick Shirley a brochure. Hello, how are you? Thank you. How was he today? Okay, good. Good. Oh, I didn't even notice if I want a business card. I can get a business card.
Oh, you asked for it now.
See how that works? I walk out, the door automatically locks. Also, sorry guys, if I need something, there's something right here that I could get. You feel me? So this is what I'm telling you. Why did none of those daycare owners offer Nick Shirley? Come on, babe. You ready? Why didn't anybody say bye, boys? Offer Nick Shirley a brochure. Say bye to your friend. It's cold, y'all. His hands are gonna be frozen. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Nick Shirley's not crazy. It's simple. They could have handed him a brochure.
Now you see this woman ended.
A shout out to Control Alt Delete said sent a link. Oh hell yeah! All right, bet. So first, let's give Morty his treat. Thank you. Of course, every donation comes with a treat for the Overlord, who won't even move his neck. He's like, put it right in front of my face, you spoiled little brat. I fucking love you, and I love you. Control Alt Delete said the link to the song. And this isn't gonna get me. Like, this is just somebody's song. I'm not going to get claimed for this, right? All right. Well, worst case scenario, we'll clip it out. But here, wait, we need the side quest music. And we'll keep this up for, all right. I have not seen this. I do not know what this is. I'm going in blind, and I am trusting the super chat.
Big talk on the TV. Somali boy count cash, move sneaky. Paper in the daycare, paper in the kitchen on the phone, different story, different vision. Every office, cousin got position. Every meeting, bro, I got a mission. Smile for the photo, suit look clean. Under the table, whole crew eat green. Somali scam king, hey. We run that, 8 bill gone, they can't get none back. On God, every hustle, every angle. Comrade, Kylo, say, flip it, untangle. Somali scam king, talk sweet, walk me in, dress code halal, money so hot I'm clean. Repeat, sign here, that's the anthem. Whole block eating off the big boy scams. Damn. Somali scam king. Somali scam king. Talk sweet, scam king. Somali scam king. Talk sweet, scam king. Somali scam king. Talk sweet, scam king.
Lyrics?
Somali scam king. Freedom fighters, now they fight with spreads.
There we go.
Laptop louder than the sound of the street. Grand after grand, feeding all the kids. Outside parking lot full of new whips. Charity, trucking, fake school, fake farm. Whole application like reading a charm. Refugee program, we help we can. Back in Saxon, we just spit the shit. Comrade Carlos in the must front row at the door prayer. Plan where the funds go, one file here. One shell company there. By the time they know the sweet in the air. Somali scam king. We run that 8 bill gone, they can't get none back. On God, every hustle, every angle. Comrade Carlos, say flip it untangle. Somali scam king. Talk sweet, walk me, dress code halal, money so hot I'm clean. Habibi, sign here, that's the anthem. Whole block eating off the big boy scams. Damn. Somali scam.
This is
Somali scam.
Talk
sweet.
Banger.
Somali scam king. Talk sweet. Scam king. Somali scam king. Talk sweet. Scam king.
Banger in the building. I will drop this link in the chat if you would like to listen on your own time. That was well worth it. Thank you. Did we finish this part? Yeah. So again, just with the lady here, very clearly she is going to a legitimate daycare center, and they have reception, they have paper material, they have business cards, pamphlets, forms, like a daycare. So let's head back to did I fucking do that? Oh yeah, wait. I'm gonna for Drew. This is for Drew. So this we were at 1.4. God damn. Well, just so we, oh god damn it. Just so we can see. Let's see if you can handle the 2x. Can you handle the 2x? I'm just gonna let it run for a minute.
Let us hear from somebody at said daycare center who says his business is totally legit. Look at all the children that are here for the cameras for CBS's local affiliate out of the state of Minnesota, because as you can see, there's no problem here at all whatsoever. We got many proofs of children being dropped off at this particular location, and fraud is something that he doesn't even understand, let alone is something that he's committing. So everybody just calm down.
That's how we should be listening to everything. But I'll slow it down for you guys. because I know you're dumb. I know you're dumb. Just kidding. All right, where are we? Where are we? All right.
Is this daycare committing fraud?
No, we're not.
So everybody just calm down.
Is this daycare committing fraud?
No, we're not committing fraud.
Hassan showed us security footage from the same day Shirley was here. According to the timestamps in the videos, this woman takes a young child into the center at around 9 a.m. that day, about 3 hours before Shirley arrives at the door closer to the street. Within the hour after Shirley leaves, a woman arrives at the other door with a stroller. A larger family heads inside a few hours later. Tuesday afternoon, WCCO found at least a dozen children at ABC Learning Center, which is licensed with the state. Records show Minnesota officials last visited the daycare in November, noting some corrected and ongoing violations related to day-to-day operations, but no record of fraud.
So this is the defense of this particular location. Look, we have surveillance video. There was a kid that was dropped.
Proud. What is that from? I forget. Remind me. Proud. Anything else that I wanted to show from that? Okay, so let's head back to our boy Nick. Just more proof. Actually, while we're on the side quest, let's take the side quest. Shout out to Liberal High Mind.
Hey guys, welcome to the Letters. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look at this post. Let's pull it up here on screen. We've got an ex-user making quite the claim. Quote, there are 539 childcare centers in Washington state that list Somali as the primary language, and most don't even give an address. I don't know how many of these are submitting fraudulent claims for state grants and subsidies, but I have a strong hunch that the number is not zero. Now, of course, to be responsible, that 539 number is coming from an internet deep dive that's circulating all over social media, so take it with a grain of salt. It's not
I agree. No Name is a bit of a detective, if I may say so myself.
Court filing, it's not a court document. But again, it speaks to the compounding element of information here. Every single day, we get more massive red flags. And unsurprisingly, it's the same common denominator. Somali ran care centers. I mean, you'd have to be stupid to ignore the clear red flags here. I mean, they're burning very bright red. And to see all these organizations with missing or unclear addresses, well, it adds even more suspicion. What the hell is going on here? And another element is just the sheer number. How many child care centers are operating? I mean, I know we need data.
Like, how many fucking kids are there?
Cares, but this many? And this many that specifically list their main language as Somali? How many Somalians are there in Washington state of all places? Something doesn't freaking make
I mean, a lot. There's definitely a lot of Somalis in Washington state, but point taken.
Sense. And again, speaking to that, I got a post here from Data Republican. He writes, going to take a few hours to finish the AI queries, but I project an estimated 50,000 national provider identifiers potentially associated with Somalians. That's a lot of healthcare. That subset will then be targeted for deeper extraction to identify websites, dollars, employees, practice address analysis, and so forth. And somebody responds to that post saying 60 active DHS licensed providers at 1821 University Avenue West, St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misinterpreting this, but my interpretation seems to be that there are 60 Somali-ran care providers all at one address. It kind of feeds into the investigative work of Nick Shirley because he was going into these.
All right, let's keep it down. Remember, I should have put this up early, but remember, keep the chat respectful. Please attack ideas, not people. Anyone on the screen is fair game. You could say anything about me or someone that we're watching, but in the chat, just attack ideas and not people, please.
All at one address. It kind of feeds into the investigative work of Nick Shirley because he was going into these commercial buildings, into these office buildings, and it was one care provider after another. How many care centers per building? How many are even needed? How many are legit, I guess, is the next question. And again, here comes another person in the same thread. Also, if you drive by Lake Street, you can count at least 8 daycare and health.
Shout out to Bean. We absolutely can see your comments. Welcome to the party.
Care centers all owned by Somalis, a block from each other with those little signs. So really, it's just the sheer number, the sheer amount. You know, in the private sector, there's a natural balance, right? There has to actually be demand that is then naturally met with the supply. But in this case, it just seems like one after another. You know, a real fraud whack-a-mole situation. There's obviously no oversight. There's no accountability. It's just money being spent, more and more money being spent. Tim Walz giving another 300 million here and 300 million there.
But it's all bullshit, right? It's all bullshit, right? It's just another MAGA conspiracy. Oh God! Wait, haven't they all come true? Shout out to Zix New Era. Just join the Discord. Welcome. If you are here, let me know who you are, and if you do, let me drop the link in the vertical chat. If you guys join the Discord before this stream is over, then you get a free day pass to come hang out at the after party, where we definitely don't have to worry about any YouTube censorship or anything like that. And there, you do not need to be respectful. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Come on through.
Open a healthcare facility? Well, here's a $2.6 million grant. Oh, Mohammed wants to open another autism center. Oh, here's $4 million. Approved, 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 approved. I mean, how else can you explain what's going on here? How can you explain the skyrocketing in spending? Of course, the best examples being the autism claim. Much like with the HSS programs, autism claims to Medicaid in Minnesota have skyrocketed in recent years.
I forgot to even bring this up. Did you guys hear about this? The levels of what state was yeah, it's Minnesota as well. The numbers of autistic Somali kids. I mean, they do have an argument, but I don't trust it.
There's from 3 million in 2018 to 54 million in 2019, 77 million in 2020, 183 million in 2021, 279 million in 2022, and then 399 million in 2023. They were given the green light to just keep on going. Center after center, daycare after daycare, elder care after elder care. Just go. You got a blank check. If you want it, you can get it. And you know, some people would chalk this up to irresponsible leadership, irresponsible fiscal management, and
Yep, that was Mogadishu.
Oversight, but I'm sorry, at this rate, at this scale, this is the criminal extraction of American tax dollars. This is theft. And there was obviously a political motive, a political incentive. And I'm not just stating that out of nowhere. No, just follow the money trail. You know, again, just follow the money, follow the dollars. And of course, that's exactly what we're doing. And already, well, we're starting to make connections. Take a look at this post from Eric Doherty. Breaking: political donations to a Somali candidate are being scrutinized because they came from, quote, childcare firms based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The money went to Ubax Gard Piri, a quote single black immigrant from Somalia in her Washington election. I wouldn't be surprised if these fraudsters are funneling the money to their preferred Somali political candidates all across America, courtesy of the taxpayer.
Hi, I'm Ubah.
Oh, this chick. Oh, this chick. All right, I forgot this part.
Somali political candidates all across America, courtesy of the taxpayer.
Hi, I'm Ubah Gadere. I'm a single black immigrant mother and homeowner in the unincorporated area of Renton, and I'm running for King County Council in District 9. I came to King County 25 years ago as a 15-year-old refugee. For decades, we have seen our Black, Indigenous, people of color communities and working class communities facing systemic and structural racism. These problems peaked last year with COVID and a renewed reckoning of systemic racial injustices.
And you'll see it right there. Sunshine Child Care Center, a $1,000 donation from Minneapolis. Minnesota Best Child Care Center Incorporated, a $1,000 donation from Minneapolis.
So anybody, just in case I missed it in the chat, I know I put a challenge out there that says if you could debunk any of this, then I'll apologize to you and end the stream. I just want to double check. Did I miss anybody debunking this? No? Didn't think so.
Totally suspicious. And also, I'd suggest even looking into the rest of these political donations. Even the personal donations should be scrutinized. And I also got to say, you know, the Gucci head.
You'd think so, right? You'd think so. It's almost like Ilhan Omar wouldn't be able to run. Oh, wait, that's what you're responding to? There you go. Yep, exactly. Great minds think
donations.
alike.
Even the personal donations should be scrutinized. And I also got to say, you know, the Gucci headscarf, kind of interesting optics, considering the wealth that's being stolen. Not to mention this candidate appears to be a total puppet, just reading some generic 2021 political script about George Floyd and racisms, systemic racisms right off the damn teleprompter like a damn robot. Begs the question, is she even a real candidate? Or is she just another connected fraudster? You know, are these fraudsters uplifting these politicians, basically putting these puppets in place to protect them from prying eyes?
No, again, nobody is saying absolutely yes. Here is the proof. This is a developing story that we, you know, it's not a new story, but it is developing on these specific things. And yeah, so to just act like this is fake or pulled out of nowhere, like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, okay, if you don't believe it, then you don't believe it.
In fiscal year 2020.
Oh yeah, in case you want to. So the next one. This is the same one. So Future Leaders Early Learning Center, license number 1077606.
$6 million. In fiscal year 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got $6.67 million, claiming they have 90 children every day of the week, 5 days a week.
I think that's 25 million. 3 visits. 3 visits. Up to $25 million.
These people are making just about more money than NBA athletes.
And we don't even know if they're paying taxes, but we don't know where this money is going. Is it going to terrorism? Where is it going? But it's theft, it's fraud. And the reason I'm involved is I want it to stop. I care about Minnesota. I'm doing this for the people of Minnesota. I don't make a dime of all this time I've spent on this.
A little bit.
I put my life at risk several times, but I'm determined to see this through and to correct what is wrong, what is evil.
So Bean said, could all this fraud be a contributing factor as to why the price of everything is so high? So I'm gonna say not directly. I don't think so directly, but I think indirectly in the sense of it messes with the just the balance that supply and demand creates. That's meant to balance out prices and wages and all that stuff. So as far as a contributing factor, I don't have any math or anything to say that, but I don't see how it couldn't be a contributing factor.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son, little Joey here. Is there paperwork or can I check out the daycare? No? Why can't I check out the daycare? Okay, but if I can't get paperwork or anything to submit my son, little Joey, to come in here to daycare? We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare. We've heard great things.
And again, like, is it, I don't want to keep going back to this IQ thing, but it's like, if you know that there's no daycare there, what are you thinking about? What is, no. What is happening in between the time when you hear the question? Language barrier, maybe? I'll take that. That, it takes extra time. You hear it, you have to translate it into your own language and then respond in your own mind and then translate it back. Maybe. But I don't know. Lou said the money has to come from somewhere. Somebody has to pay for that money, and that's the taxpayer. So, of course, it's going to influence the cost of living. Yeah. And so what I was trying to say is I don't think that like those same dollars, I mean, I guess when you, you're right. It definitely is a big contributing factor. Well said. Shout out to Gen X Oki. Welcome. Said when money made in the United States, when money is made in the United States and is sent to any other country, it absolutely has a negative effect on the economy. Yup. Welcome. Dylan's going over to see the birdies. How you doing, birdies?
We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare. We've heard great things.
Business card?
No, I would like your business card, actually.
You talk to your manager.
Okay, can I speak with somebody?
Yeah, let's talk to the manager.
Where are the children at?
And again, remember, this is sped up to 1.2x speed.
Are there children here today?
No.
No children?
Yeah.
Why are there no children?
There are two applicants coming.
Would my son...
And wait a minute. What was the requirement for the CCAP program? That it's an after-school program, right? Or is it that you have to be open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Was it 6 a.m. or to 10? I think 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So lying.
Will Joey have friends to play with here? No.
No friends.
No friends for little Joey.
Yes.
Dang it. Well, have a great rest of your day.
So again, my question to the doubters here, what is your question? We have the license. We went to the place. We asked the people. Unless you're saying that this is completely faked, I'm not, I'm not willing to say that something can't be entirely faked and staged. If that's what you're the route that you're going down, well, I'm very willing to be like, okay, well, we don't know anything specific here. But I mean, we know that this is happening. So why would he do that? And then just, of course, the basic notion that this is his job. This is his reputation. He doesn't have a Fox News, a CNN, an MSNBC behind him. So if he puts out a bunch of bullshit, guess who's not going to listen to Nick Shirley anymore? Everyone. Shout out to Abe Dinkus. Welcome to the party. Very good to see ya. Sense Partek said, I think at least some of them may be genuinely confused at someone asking questions. This has been government approved for years. Why though? Why would they? In what context does it make sense that you don't understand the most basic aspects of your job? Maybe if we're talking about like a retail situation where some chick is folding clothes and she doesn't know about the sales and whatever. But if you're the only one there, then it means that you have to have some trust from the manager or whoever that when new people come in, you can handle that. So I don't see the connection as to why that would be confused. Again, I'm willing to say maybe it's just, the language barrier. It takes a little extra time to talk. But I don't know. Bean said we are strongest when we are united as Americans against others who would like to rip our country down. America first. Dilly to that. Hey, Control-Alt-Delete again. Out sponsoring himself. Thank you. Look at Morty. He knows what's coming. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, we love it. Don't forget to pay your taxes for the fraudsters and PDF protectors. It do be like that. And that's why I don't understand when people are like, well, why do you even care about Epstein? Because of this. That's why. Thank you so very, very much. Let's dive right back in.
Little Joey.
Yes.
Dang it. Well, have a great rest of your day. So, little Joey would not be accepted to that daycare.
Joey's still homeless.
Joey's still looking for daycare.
And because little Joey couldn't get into a daycare, we went to an autism center, as they have been popping up everywhere as a rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota because of the government funds that they're receiving. I tried to check my son.
Yeah, look at this. We'll let him move and see the numbers. But from 2017 to 2024, the amount of money that is going into autistic children.
Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to a lot of these daycares.
I'll back that up.
Whereas a rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota.
Yeah, so we start in 2017 at $1 million, and we are now up to 228.
Because of the government funds that they're receiving, I tried to check my son Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to a lot of these daycare centers. We're trying to find a spot for our little boy Joey, but we thought maybe we could check him into the autism center because none of the daycare centers are open. Yeah, and how many kids do you guys have at this autism center?
You got. I can't give you a number now.
Like more than 5? Probably. So you don't really.
Probably. You're not sure if it's more than 5? If it's around 5, where you're not sure, because if it's around 5, then you might, I don't know if it's 7 or if it's like 9 or. If we're talking a place that's a couple hundred kids, I can understand how you'd be like maybe like between 50 and 70 depending on. You got 5 kids, you can't keep track of that. It's almost like you're lying. Oh yeah, since I got to bring this up, I'm gonna let this rock while I pull that up.
Give you a number now.
Like more than 5? Probably. So you don't really know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like the fraud that's been labeled on the autism centers here? What do you guys do think about the fraud, or how come the autism centers are popping up?
Oh, it's I can't answer.
What news? Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here because there's
Hey.
The fraud. Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a joke spot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but that's our number.
Who is this guy? Come with me. Here we go. Look, now he's running.
Hold on. Shit. Hold on.
The fraud put himself.
Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a.
I just want to make sure you guys hear and see what he said.
Spot to put himself in one of these centers here because there's.
So why are you asking us about
the fraud? Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a joke spot.
This is not a Joey spot. What the fuck does that mean?
To legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a joke spot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's our number. But this is we can't let you guys do so.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So once again, little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept him if he has autism.
And again, no kids. Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve.
After being able to provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go, they shut the door and we headed to the.
I mean, you say now, but as the chart showed us, at least from 2017, 2018, yeah.
Next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center. Interesting.
I know you're. I'm going to hope with every hope that when you say this, that you're talking to somebody else in the chat and you're not telling me or us that our money being stolen is not our business. I hope.
This daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare, and it had received $2.45 million this
up to 28. 4 visits, I think. Don't quote me on the number. 4 visits. We'll say about 5, maybe. $28 million. Larry said Rob Noir used to work with autistic kids. I bet he'd be pissed. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, I'd be very interested to hear what he has to say. Sense Bartek said these people have so blatantly never had to answer questions about what they're doing. Bingo. Got it. Yep. I told you an hour ago that you could do that. So go get the video, send it to me, and I'll be like, Talon, I'm so sorry, I was wrong, and I will leave the internet for the night. Oh, but you can't. Oh, you can't. Oh, no. No white people. Not a joke spot. Yikes. How dare they? How dare they? I did bring this up that it's a little weird how quickly this was picked up. Roll back the tape. I started with that. That does not mean that the clear records we have of this is not happening, but I do acknowledge it is very weird that there's so much focus on this. I put that out there. Yup. Calvin and Hobbes. I gotta which side is it on? I always forget. All right. Oh, wrong one. Calvin and Hobbes tattoo. Calvin and Hobbes said, is it Hobies? I'm calling you Hobbes. I'm calling you Calvin. Said, this isn't anti-Somali. This is anti-illegal activity that steals from the taxpayers. It's that simple. If you don't understand that, then you're just retarded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not smart enough to engage in what we're doing here.
Had received $2.45 million this
Relax, no name. Relax.
They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and they just reopened under a new license, and they renamed the center Super Kids Daycare Center.
This is going to be a link, right? Because you just said they literally every report brings us wrong. So this is a link to a report, right? Or the name that I can Google that you found. That's our deal, right? Lot of talking. Lot of nothing. Show me the report. Show me the report. Oh, that's getting the first the first screenshot of 2026. I'm gonna be a lot more on top of that. So New Year's Eve, shout out to Talon and No Name. You guys will be featured in the stream for New Year's 2027. Starting us off. Very much appreciate it. All right, let's dive back in. What are you watching? Okay, yeah, agree. Absolutely agreed. But you know, there's a difference between evidence and proof. This is uncontrovertibly evidence.
And they just reopened under a new license, and they renamed the center Super Kids Daycare Center, LLC.
So they got shut down, then started another one.
Literally the next day.
Oh, we were. Yep, we covered that. Let's talk how comes no one talking about the fact that on the Angel Daycare Center contact number on the building for the daycare leads right to Tim Walz' political office. I believe there was a different one, right? That you guys were bringing up. I don't know if it was the Leering Center or another one, but yeah, they're just going right directly to his office. But yeah, no, that's everything's above board.
So they got shut down, then started another one.
Literally the next day.
Creative Minds Daycare, $2.45 million got sent to this daycare center. We have empty parking lot. We do have a bus here. This is different. We'll see if we see anybody.
I knocked on the door. Absolutely nobody was inside. And once again, no children could be heard anywhere.
Hey, shout out to Mango. Welcome to the party. Nick Shirley is a fucking patriot. A fucking Patreon. Have you not heard about this? Wait a minute. Have you not heard about the daycare fraud? Or did you just not know his name?
So, David, once again, another child daycare center. We have a bus out here.
Facts. Imagine what's going on in California. I don't even want to know.
No one's inside. Licensed for over 50 kids. No children anywhere. But yet, millions of dollars every single year.
So the sign says Creative Minds Daycare. They got in so much trouble. They had so many violations that they had to shut down, and they reopened the next day under Super Kids Daycare Center. You see, 3801 Portland, 3801 Portland, which is where we are.
So that's fraud right there alone.
Well, I guess that's fraud alone right there. But no. I won't. Ice. That's you. Shout out to Eddie Too Cool. Said if Walz didn't know, he's totally incompetent. If he did know, why was nothing done? Because he's in on it. It is not a bug. It's a feature. I was gonna say, there's no way you've gone this last week without hearing about this. No Name said, I love Nick, but Mango made me laugh. He does that. Can't dislike the left enough for threatening Nick Shirley. Dilly to L. Shout out to Chief Smoke. Said, Smoke a lot said deport those Somali bastard thieves. Unfortunately, some of them are actually citizens. Clearly not in the way that we use the word. But No Name said, Eddie, why do you think that guy got killed? And the shooter said Tim Walz made me do it. You never know. Yep, Clyde said Timmy knew exactly what was going on and was in on it. That's what I believe, in my humble opinion. Shout out to Serbia. So let you know we're going to this. What this is about. We are covering the Nick Shirley, Minnesota fraud. Welcome. Yep, nothing new. I thought it was 89. Is that incorrect? I could have sworn it was 89% or on some form of welfare. I've seen this the chart where they had the three different things. Don't quote me, but yeah, a lot of money, government money going into Somali's pockets. All right, let's dive back in here.
801 Portland, which is where we are.
So that's fraud right there alone.
Millions and millions of dollars, and again, the kids are missing. Where are the kids?
You'd think if they had the same address, that whoever's inside or working at the Capitol here inside of Minnesota would just say, oh, maybe that's a red flag.
They just write the check. Human Services, they got to clean out the whole bunch.
If you're jealous of my hair, just say it.
They're the ones who enabled this fraud. How can you not look and say, wait a minute, these two are registered at the same address?
On top of all...
Captain said, salami people look like that from decades of inbreeding. Bingo. Yup. Okay. Thank you, Drew. 89% was Minnesota specifically. Thank you. I saw that over here. I do not remember who that was. Somebody was talking about it, right? It was you. Elle said, Walz probably has Melissa Hortner killed after she exposed that state funds were going to Somali migrants instead of minis. I don't remember this. I'm a face person, not a name person. Who is this Hortner? Oh, Hortman or Hortner? Yeah, I think we're talking about that, right? Yeah, Hortman. Okay. What was the main thing with her? I remember hearing her name, but I don't remember what exactly the relevance was. But let me know. All right. I said deport Tampon Timmy and the other people involved. It's funny because I saw Brad Palumbo did a video covering Asmongold saying essentially this. And Brad was like, well, this is a little weird because, technically they, there's a process. You can't just, it's like, yeah, no shit, bro. We're just expressing it. We don't fucking like it. We just don't fucking like it. That's all that we're talking about. Control Delete said the corruption is so bad at this point, it's hilarious, and watching the media attacking the messenger is beautiful. And it really is a sorting mechanism. At this point, it's so flagrant. It's so flagrant that when you see the CNN stuff, and it's like, hold on. We know that the fraud is real. Maybe not in any one particular thing, but we know the fraud is real. Why are you going after the investigator instead of the investigation? See, and Drew, this is where I was bringing up the notion or the idea. We just in the last 10 years had a movie that was literally about how dangerous Somali pirates are. I am the captain now. They may be stupid, but they have a singular focus. A shout out to Broadboard. I'll take that. Dilly dilly to you. Yup. Hey, well, then we got to have him up. Shout out to Scottish Jesus. Shout out to Scottish Jesus. All right, what do we got? Anything else here? Let's then back in. Yep. Okay, so Hortner wanted funding to go to Minnesotans, but Walz pushed through a bill that gave it to migrants. 5 days later, she and her husband were murdered. That's right. When was that? I'm trying to place that. I don't remember that. Too much fucking shit is going on. All right. We need to chill the fuck out. Everybody just chill the fuck out. All right, let's have back in.
Look and say, wait a minute, these two are registered at the same address.
On top of all of the childcare centers, that's just only a small piece of the fraud. What other fraud are they committing here in Minnesota?
So another major piece of the fraud is the home healthcare industry.
I'm surprised that didn't come up during our year-end review.
Going now is a building that has 14 Somali-owned home healthcare companies in the same building.
14. Remember we were like 2 in the same place? I don't know about that.
Of the same healthcare companies in one building.
14 home healthcare companies with different names in the same building.
How bad has Tim Walz managed the budget here inside of Minnesota?
So the last biennium, we had an $18 billion surplus. This biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit. That's a $24 billion swing in one biennium. How in the world can you burn through $24 billion in 2 years? This is how, right here. This is a huge part of it.
And so would you say a lot of that is fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Absolutely. I would say.
Yep. And as Eric, as we were talking about earlier, Ohio is next, a very high level Somali population.
Better than 90% of it is absolute outright fraud.
And a large percentage of this fraud is from these healthcare companies that are charging the state millions of dollars while they actually aren't providing anything. In fact, the FBI just did a raid a few days ago on a building similar to the one we are about to enter. Inside of this building, there were...
So we don't trust the FBI now either, right? We trust them all the way when they make up felonies. But now, when they're actually doing real work, no, that's not real, bro. That's just a conspiracy. There you go. Shout out to Don. America first indeed. Welcome. Oh, wrong way.
14 of nearly the exact same businesses offering the exact same services.
Right here, you have a list of all of...
No name. I need you to tone it down. Take it from... You're at like a 7, and I just need you to bring it to like a 5.5. Thank you.
Of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here.
Jesus.
We want healthcare. Yes, we'd like to speak about getting healthcare here.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, I forgot I had to bring up this. So we got to do another little side quest. Just another side of Nick Shirley.
What's going on? You got a problem with us live streaming or what?
I mean, this ain't where you're from.
Is there a problem with me being here? You're a white person. What was that all about?
What? So are you?
Y'all don't pay the stolen land tax?
Y'all don't pay the land. Why are you? Whoa.
Have you?
Yeah.
How so?
Every single day.
Every single day? I pay my taxes?
No, I said stolen land tax. You got to pay the people around you. You can't just use people for content.
We're not using people for content. We're just going up to people. We're talking
You absolutely can just use people for content. It's called the First Amendment.
to them, just like we talked to this kid right here.
You got money.
Why would I pay him? We're just talking to people.
Because you got money.
Just talking to people. Why do
No name. I'm not bringing that up because I asked you. Because I asked you to chill out. But that is fucking funny. Yeah, right. The N95 is not enough for this guy in 20. When was this? This was. This was this summer. This summer, bro. And of course, we hit that like button because why, oh, why would anyone be so disgusting as to watch a YouTube video and not hit the like button?
You got money.
Why would I pay him? We're just talking to people.
Because you got money.
Just talking to people. Why do you care if people get paid or not?
Because
it's just a friendly conversation. It's a free platform. Anybody can do it.
He monetizes himself.
How so?
What's wrong about monetizing?
Clicks, views. You want to care about people?
What?
Care about people.
Okay, I do.
Show up for an encampment eviction. I dare you to.
Encampment eviction? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
They happen every single day.
I go around more places
Okay, that doesn't tell us what it is.
than America than you've gone around your whole entire life.
You got to go to
show
your own
people what's going
location.
on.
You got to go to where you're from. Are you from LA?
I'm not.
Dallas?
From Utah.
Salt Lake City. Oh, okay. I already see how they cheat people there.
How do they treat people?
Ignorant arrogance. He does not know one fucking thing, and yet, oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, it's like.
Oh, they have a history of cannibalism.
Cannibalism?
Yep.
Are you sure? Because I never heard or seen no cannibalism.
No, that kind of white people, they do.
What do you mean that kind of white people?
You're white as well, dude. I don't know what you're trying to say.
And you're whiter than him.
I think he's trying to say Mormons, and I do think that there was some weird shit with that. But, like, bro, you can't even make the argument.
What do you mean that kind of white people?
You're white as well, dude. I don't know what you're trying to say.
And you're whiter than him.
No, I'm just as white.
No, you're not.
I'm just what?
No, you're not.
I mean, I'm a little pasty, but
Very.
yeah, but he
Uh-oh.
and all the white people like me, we eat people.
What do you mean the white people like you? That means you're a cannibalism.
Yeah, well, all white people are evil people.
Are they?
They are. And they got to take accountability.
You're
and they
white
gotta
as
take
well. I don't understand where you're coming from.
Because you got to take accountability for it.
Accountability for what?
Systemic problems.
So what are you doing to take accountability for your systemic problems that you believe in?
I'm being here.
Okay, so am I.
Being here. Did this video not start with you running away from and not being here? Because that's what I was gonna say. Well, you know, I mean, especially if we're talking Mormons. Mormons got some weird shit. I don't know if you've ever seen those. There's this guy. Well, mainly on TikTok. He goes to BYU, the what is it, Brigham Young University, where all the Mormon kids go, and ask questions like, "Would you rather have a sip of coffee or kill a puppy?" And they're all like, "Ooh, that's tough." And a lot of them say, "The puppy."
I don't see that doing nothing.
Hey, shout out to Mikey B. Mikey B, you to go. Dilly, goated. All right. Let's see let's get into it.
I'm giving up my money, which is more than a lot of people are doing.
I give up a lot of money too. I donate a lot of money actually.
Do you? Have a tax write-off?
Yeah.
No. Every month, at least 10%.
How much?
Why not? What do you mean? What?
How many do you spend traveling places?
I have to spend a lot of money to do
You don't
what I
have
do.
to. You choose.
And again, notice how just from the from the get, there's the entitlement that, well, I'm right and I can interrogate you, but yet he wanted to ask you some questions in a much nicer tone, and you ran away like a little fucking bitch.
Choose to. I don't choose
have
to do
to
that.
keep it
No,
up.
you don't.
I have
You
to.
can choose to
Honestly,
help people
no,
where you
he
are.
has to. They have to.
No, he doesn't have
Yes,
to.
yes, he does.
No, he can
Because
stop traveling.
You've watched YouTube?
I don't like YouTube that much.
That much. So you've watched it.
I have.
Okay then. So you've seen bloggers and streamers on YouTube.
Yeah, I have seen.
And they
that, but I
spend a lot of money to do what they do.
Yeah, but see, that money should be going to people who are actually suffering. You know how many people got bills and like medical bills and like housing.
Those people that do that, they spend that amount of money doing that. They also spend a lot of money to charity.
Charity is not mutual aid. We need mutual aid. We need crowdfunding.
It's never enough. Are you giving money? Yes. Are you giving money to this? Yes. Are you giving money to this by this means? No. Oh,
How dare you?
see, I knew I was better than you.
We need divestment. We need resources allocated to people directly.
Okay, so
and that's not what this
so
is.
that doesn't correlate with streamers. That correlates with the government.
No.
No, that
Mutual aid
correlates
is
with the
humanity.
government.
Do you know like,
the government.
It's not the government.
Like the government. If you want all that, go talk to the government. Don't talk to streamers and tell them what they got to do or what they need to do.
You doesn't care about genocide?
Do you?
Yeah. I care about genocide.
Yeah, I care so much. How do you like? I am short and I am skinny, and I used to be a liberal. But how do you become this person? How do you become this person? Well, you can't even say anything without saying with your chest. And yes, it is a liberal thing because we went back on New Year's looking at some old stuff that I posted before I was even the Indian Jesus. And I was posting about how happy I was to fucking vote for Hillary goddamn Clinton. I was like, well, everybody should be doing this because of... And then you learn, oh, that's fucking loser shit. Fucking say it with your fucking chest. Oh, we got someone else in the Discord. Shout out to Elandria. Is that Elle? Welcome. Let me make sure you guys got the permissions for the after party. Again, whoever Zix New Era is, let me know if you're in the chat so you can join the after party. All right, no more pausing. Let's do this.
That's why I'm opposed to it. So I don't like him being here. Because this right here, you're occupying indigenous land here. You're occupying space that isn't here.
Wait, but I can say the exact same thing to you.
You can. And you should.
And you're occupying this space.
We should be calling out people. Honestly, he and I deserve to be robbed.
Who's we?
You
say we deserve to be robbed.
Yeah.
Okay, take his iPhone. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
I use it for mutual aid. You want to help my mutual aid friends?
Give me it.
You want to? Okay, wait.
Take his iPhone. Take his iPhone. You just said you didn't want it. Give me it.
I use this to help.
Let's fucking go!
Yo, I help Rhonda. I help my friend Corey.
You said you deserve to be robbed, though.
I help so many people that need this because that's the way that I connect with people.
So they need this.
I do as much as I can.
But no, you just said you deserve to be robbed.
It seems like you need this.
He needs a phone. He needs a phone. Help him out. He needs a phone.
You want this phone? Come get it.
He said he deserved to be robbed.
Do you know what Kofi is?
Come get it.
We can do that.
Look,
we can do that.
Look, now
we can do Kofi. We can do Kofi. I use this for crowdfunding.
No, you said you deserve to be robbed.
Well, you got to use it. You don't have to. What did you ask, Nick? Well, I have to try. You don't have to.
Break this bitch in my hand.
And you'll be hurting people.
Who?
You'll be hurting my friend Corey.
How?
My friend Corey needs resources.
Okay.
And I can point you to their Kofi. I can point you to their Venmo.
If he needs resources, does he have the resources already?
Corey, she does not.
She does not.
No.
And how are you helping your friend Corey so far if she doesn't have those resources?
Because I give them to her.
But oh my god, how are you this dumb? The basic line of logic. Does she have the resources? Does she need the resources? I give her the resources, so she has the resources. Now, I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that things like food, it's not a one-time purchase. I'm not stupid. I understand where this retard is coming from. He doesn't even understand where he's coming from. Yeah. I think we all kind of, yeah, right? When virtue signaling goes wrong. This video should be studied in every college class. Any liberal arts college class should show this video.
Corey, she does not.
She does not.
No.
And
yeah, you know what? Especially because she does not.
How are you helping your friend Corey so far if she doesn't have those resources?
Because I give them to her. As well as
giving it to her and actually allowing her to have the choices of.
This guy said he deserves to be robbed. I don't want to be robbed. We're not going to let these kids rob him. But see what happens when he says, I deserve to be robbed, and then he gets robbed. See what happens? He doesn't want to get robbed. Because nobody wants to get robbed. No one deserves to get robbed. This guy's a lunatic.
Huh?
You should be.
Should be what?
You should be upset with people like me.
I am. That's why I'm going to rob you, dumbass. The fuck?
Why?
Huh?
I mean,
why? Because you're on indigenous land, not your land. My people's land. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I can do whatever the fuck I please on my land. Now give me the phone.
I love how he's like, well, I can do what I want on my land, trying to mock him. Oh, the beauty.
I can do whatever the fuck I please on my land. Now give me the phone.
I need it to help people.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I got 10. I got $10.
Give me $10.
Man, I know you got more than $10. I'll bet you got
Go to a bank.
Not what?
Wait, we still getting the phone. Let me get the phone.
Listen, I use it for crowdfunding. You can help me with crowdfunding. I got mutual.
Okay, one more pause. I'm sorry. But a lot of people, specifically on the left, when Am I Racist came out, And the magnum opus of that movie was getting fucking shit, what's her name? The lady, the anti-racist lady, I forget exactly what her name was, but that lady, to give Ben, the producer, money because he was black. And everybody's like, well, that's not what that means. This is a real life example, and that is exactly how it works.
Let me get the phone. Listen,
No more pausing, I promise.
You can help me with crowdfunding. I got mutual aid. And you see this, people? You see how the cycle works? I said I wouldn't take the phone. My little niggas on the other hand, I didn't say nothing about them.
He said he deserves to get robbed.
Yeah, he did.
Look at this. Here, no. See, now this guy said he put a bug. I brought my mom out here on this trip. He comes and puts a bug on my mom's head, starts touching her, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he starts following me around, and then he says he deserves to be robbed, and then these kids.
He literally says, I deserve to be robbed. And I'm like, okay, well, then let's rob you. And like, well, no, actually. I said I never realized how fake my liberal friends are until I realized how fake I was when I was a liberal. I have such better friendships now with people who live in truth. Dilly fucking dilly to that. I agree. I mean, it definitely took me a while to now. So real quick, for those of you who don't really know, I was not paying attention to politics at all forever. Like I cared about the issues, but the policy and the people, and I just didn't care, so much so that I was in college when Obama got elected, and I was walking to my dorm from my friend's dorm, and a bunch of people were out celebrating. I was like, what the fuck is everybody doing? Yeah, so I didn't really know, but from there I became a default liberal, and I saw a lot of exactly what you're talking about. And then when I started to get red pilled, I so ignorantly and naive, the naivete. I was like, hey guys, wait a minute. Trump actually, well, yes, he's a mean guy and he says bad things, but this part isn't actually true. And they were like, we don't give a fuck. Fuck Trump. Trump bad. Trump bad. Facts on facts on facts. All right, let's just, is there anything else here? Let's finish this up. We get the point. We get the point. Again, I will drop that link in the chat so you guys can show that to everybody who needs to see it. All right. Back to the original. And guys, we did just pass the 2-hour mark. So if you would like to keep the party raging, you know how to do it. Or if you're vertical, it's up there.
Why can't I get healthcare here? Warning, you are under video surveillance.
Hey! Oh, wrong buttons. Hey! Sorry about that. Control Alt Delete with another $5. Thank you so very, very much. See, he won't even move his neck. Bro, I'm so close. Just take it. He's so lazy. But he's old, so we'll give it to him. Thank you. Control Delete said, I voted Trump 6 times, and I'm happy that I helped him win the Republican primary and defeated Lion Ted and Sleepy Jeb in 2016. 2016 election had the best memes. I will forever mourn the fact that, come on, this might be a clip right here. I will forever mourn the fact that I was not able to fully enjoy the memery that was 2015, 2016. I got red pilled, right around then. And then I was already there, but the moment I was like, okay, yep, I'm done, was the Rittenhouse trial. Like I said, I was already like, Democrats are bullshit, but I still, I wasn't sure, and I wasn't confident in myself because of how ignorantly, arrogantly confident I was in voting for Hillary. So I just stayed back, but yeah, that was that. I'll never get those memes back. All right. I mean, hey, as long as you guys are cool, then well, we know. No Name said orange is the new black. Talon doesn't know what a W2 is. God, I didn't know that's where it was going. Morty is definitely living the good life. I fucking love this dog, man. I fucking love him so much. That was epic. Said subscribe. I fucking agree. Dilly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's dive right back in.
Why can't I get healthcare here?
No, wait.
Warning, you are under video surveillance. No trespassing, security armed. This is the strangest place I've ever been to get healthcare. Just a bunch of different.
Yeah, listen, I voted Democrat more times than Republican, but after Obama, realized he sold our country out and woke up by a red pill and found out I could never vote Democrat again. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the story for so many people. I have a video on Walk Away with Brandon Straka. If you search like Bernie Bro, I think it's atheist Bernie Bro walks away or something like that. You'll find me. And yeah, I think a lot of us, they meaning the Uniparty, they did a good job of creating this veneer that even people who thought they knew what they knew about the government and about how it works and about the politicians, that they were able to be like, okay, it's us, the politicians, versus the voters. And Trump came in and destroyed that. I do think we've kind of, we don't need Trump anymore, but that's a different story for another day. Neo said, I know, I'm sorry. I'm still leering. Good one. Hey, Mauricio said, I have beautiful hair. Thank you. And dilly to you. We got one person said they don't like my hair. And Mauricio said it twice. And Equality said it once. So I think I'm up. Welcome to the party. All right. And definitely R.I.P. Seth Rich. I guess I didn't vote for Hillary, but that's what I wanted and expected to win. That shit hurts. Probably not as much as casting that vote. All right.
I've ever been to get healthcare. Just a bunch of different places. Healthcare here, healthcare right here. Another healthcare company right here. There are 3 healthcare companies inside of this building right here in this room of 7C. Now I
have a without giving too much information, I have a small company that is in a building just like this, where there are a lot of different it's medical stuff, there's offices, there's stuff. It's a small building, but there's a lot of different businesses in there. But they're all different businesses. They're not all the same fucking thing. That wouldn't make any fucking sense. Like, why would I want, you guys know I do laser tattoo. Why would I want another laser tattoo removal place where I'm at? If I'm there first, then the other person is going to come in and I will be established there, so they won't want to move in. If they're there first, then I won't want to move in because they're established. It's almost like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Another Helping Hand, Home Care LLC, another healthcare company. Present Help right here.
Yeah, exactly. And you remember when they were like, oh my God, that's so horrible. And then they spent, 4 years on lawfare and Trump?
Here, we're looking for the best rates of healthcare here inside this building because we have so many options. Who can we talk to about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No. Hey, oh my God, he didn't understand what I said. He thinks I said that you can only own one business. Oh my God. You are fucking retarded. How did I just tell you that story and your response is you can own more than one business? Wow. I am legitimately speechless. That's what you thought I was saying. Bro, actually, no. I'm not faking it for this. We gotta wait for the refill. That needs a full projection whistle dilly. That is insane. A little more. Let's drink a little more. That is insane. That is. We've got the second. Screenshot of the year. I don't know if I'm not gonna pick this one, but I'll pick the other one. But either way, I don't like how it pauses in the middle. Let's try that one more time. Projection. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I think I'm claiming what I just explained, that there's not going to be the same exact business in multiple of the same exact business in the same building. I don't know where the fuck you're talking about owning more than one businesses. What does that have to do with anything? You're missing a key word. Same. Businesses. If there's multiple businesses of the same businesses in one place, it probably means it's a front or it's fraud. Stupid. That's what it means. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, and the double projection. Projection on projecting. Projection. I can speak your language, okay? I have a degree in psychology, so I promise you I know what projection means, and you are doing it very, 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 very badly. Ah, now Edward's got me tied up. We're tied up at 2 each. What the fuck?
We have so many options. Who can we talk about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No?
Sorry.
All right. We will not get any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been. Literally, healthcare every door you go to, yet nobody will give you a rate. How much money do you think's been funneled through this building?
Every year, I would say 50 to 60 million.
Correct. It is a bachelor's of science.
At least.
And finally, we were accepted into one of the daycare centers, and they actually took down our information to give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that someone mentioning your description were in this building harassing the individuals who stay here.
Oh, we're checking out the rates for healthcare. Because there's 14 healthcare companies inside this building, so.
I'd be like, I've got the video here, so here's what happened, or here's what I did. You decide, is that harassment? Or are they bullshitting? I'm pretty sure that falsifying a police record is a crime. Shout out to Drew with the $4. Thank you very, very much, sir. Do we even got people on? Yeah, we do. Shout out to the vertical stream. Make sure you guys get to see Morty getting his treat. Reach your neck, dude. Oh my God, I'm too short for that. Thank you, sir. You said when I walk into a business, they usually say, "I don't know." Yeah, that's typical practice. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Somalia, but that's how they do business there. Have you been?
Okay.
Well, that's not what he said. He said there's 14 companies here, and he's trying to assume because they're Somali providers, everyone here is fraudulent.
Nobody's assuming anything. That's why he's asking questions.
Okay. So
He's here with some kind of like propaganda.
No, we're just checking.
This is
Anything that's the truth that I don't like is propaganda.
a area that we're allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance. Is there any other reason you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, he's not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
It's on camera. Show them the video.
We're gonna step outside and we can continue this conversation.
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now. The police have arrived. We were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building. No one really.
Thank you so much, guys. That's over half of the number of donations. We are 7 out of 15 to hit the goal, and we are at a 41 out of 75. Let's get Morty that special treat. And you guys know, look how puny I am. I'm puny. I'm tiny. Remember, every $2 is another push-up that I gotta do. Oh my goodness. Help me out.
Speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for childcare. Much respect to that lady. What's the problem, officer?
Well, so again, we've been getting reports from multiple individuals that you guys were harassing individuals who work here. At the end of the
Maurice, you gotta chill with the caps.
day, this is private property, and it's one that people are allowed to ask you to leave, and it's also one the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Yeah.
So again, we're getting a better picture into the mind of Talon. So by lying to the police and playing victim, that's in Talon's mind. Oh, got him! I don't know what video you're watching, but that's not what happened. Shout out to Bugs. Welcome to the party. I was hoping you would be here for this. I was hoping you would be here for this, brother. I am glad.
Also, when the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Yeah.
So
as we got escorted out of this building,
Which word are you missing there? I told you in a very obnoxiously obvious way. So are you stupid or are you strawmanning?
Police filmed us as we left, and we headed over to the next building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right here, you have multicultural home care. And right here, it says it's open, but can't even get in. Another Reliance Recovery Center, Mercy and Grace Care, Inc.
I bet if we look, he would have a bunch of like fucking defund the police, fuck the police, all that shit, talking about how ICE is horrible. But because they have no principles, just positions. Good for me is good. Good for me is good. I hate cops every day of my life. Also, I love cops when they harass U.S. citizens and defend illegals. Make it make sense.
Right here, you have Den Eritrean Youth Development Association of Minnesota. Another child care center. Welcome to Bright Beginning Center. But what do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Sorry. No comments. Can I please?
Right here, you have Serenity Quality Care. All of these businesses are literally the same type of business, providing the same service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare, Aid, Inc., and Child-Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building?
Right, and right underneath is the Biden-Harris 24. More and more and more fraud.
Door to door. Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare. It just does not make sense if you're trying to operate a business.
It's based on the fraud. The fraud happens to be overwhelmingly committed by people of a certain ethnicity, but that's secondary to the fact that it's about fraud. Okay, again, we now have a fourth person. Show me anything that proves that this is fake news. I don't care about being on Nick's side. I don't care about anything. I'm so ready for you to just tell me where this has been proven fake news. I will show everybody. I will apologize to you personally, and I will shut the stream off. You are now the fourth person who has said that. And nobody can drop shit. It said it's been dunked. It's been debunked. It's fake news. You don't have to do shit. I know you don't have to do shit. You don't have shit to do because you're fucking here. I know that much. But if you want to be, good faith, when you say a thing, you should back that thing up.
You'd want to have less competition, but here they have all of their competition right next door. We're wondering, because we hear there's lots of fraud taking place here in Minnesota, and we're wondering, why is there so many of the same company?
The burden of proof that I'm presenting is that, hey, this sure looks like a lot of fraud. And the government agrees. It is then you who are saying, no, this man is lying. That is an affirmative claim. You are not smart enough for this. I'm sorry. Are you Somalian? You're not smart enough.
He's inside of this same building.
No, I don't know that.
What do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't have any idea about that fraud, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
What do you think about the news articles?
Well, yeah.
What's being spread on the news about the fraud?
Right now, you are doing something wrong.
I'm just asking you.
No, you
about
don't
the
have
fraud.
to ask me, okay? Don't ask me that question again.
Okay.
Okay?
Who can I speak to? Who can I speak to? Okay. As soon as you confirm about the fraud, they get it.
Again, another person, I don't think you understand the difference between the word evidence and the word proof. I agree with you that this is not proof of anything. It is extremely strong evidence, though. Like I said, you are too stupid to engage in this.
Angry.
You can watch if you want. I'm not going to kick you or anything, but I'm just letting you know, when I ignore you, it's because you're saying things that are too dumb for me to waste my screen time.
Companies, you're seeing them everywhere inside this building. What kind of fraud are they committing?
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota for services never provided. They're having forms signed in advance for services that were then never rendered. As far as a year or 2 years in advance, they'll have someone sign these forms at one sitting, and then they just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothered.
You didn't have, what was the last thing that you'd said? I made no claims. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The internet is forever. You're watching an astroturfed attempt to harass a blah, 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 blah. That is a claim. That's a claim. Prove what you are saying. Like I said, you are too dumb. It's okay. Just sit back and watch or go away. Whatever. I don't really care. But you're too dumb. And we are all laughing at you.
Just to check that those services were ever provided.
I agree. The reality is you're too stupid.
So they're essentially just using people saying that they have these services provided months or even years ago, then filing the paperwork and then receiving money from the government.
Right. And the Somali community is a very closed community. So everybody's in on it and they don't want to talk, as you can see.
And for this building, I'm going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate. However, still a lot of money in fraud.
And do you think there is fraud taking place here?
I can try. I can try.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
Ooh, all right. What did I project? First, because I know you're too stupid to know what the fuck you're talking about. Projection. So, okay. Yet another claim. What did I project? Nerfing?
I never ask.
And now with...
All right. I to the rest of you guys, I apologize. I'm going to back this up once more, and then we're done with the retards.
For how much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate. However, still a lot of money in fraud.
And do you think there is fraud taking place here? Yeah. Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
I never ask.
And now with upwards of $100 million in fraud, we headed to one more daycare. And this one gets a little spicy as we get chased out at the very end. And after this, we'll be heading to the state capitol to confront the incompetent government leaders who have enabled this fraud to happen.
And I knew...
Yep. It's almost like liberals are fucking stupid.
This video was going to be super dangerous to film.
The guy going down? Oh, no. That's Old Spice. It's probably... Is it echoing for you guys? But Old Spice. But it is our projection whistle. So whenever somebody projects, like says, hey, you're doing the thing that I'm doing right now.
Government leaders who have enabled this fraud to happen.
And I knew this video was going to be super dangerous to film because of obviously how hostile it is, and as we are exposing legit fraud happening. I did get security for this video, and I was able to do it through the Black Line Guardian. And if you guys want to help fund my security in the future, you can go down to the link down below. They're not paying me to say any of this. They came and decided to help me out for this video. You can go to Black Line Guardian, the link down below, and click Guardian for Nick, and those funds will directly go to my security and future videos as we are exposing lots of things happening, especially with this fraud. Like I said, they're not sponsoring this video. I'm just giving them a shout out because of how they helped me. So go down to the link down below, click Guardian for Nick, and let's keep going. And now we're going to the next location. Now, this child daycare center, this one's different than all the other ones we've been to. Tell us about this one.
This one is different because, according to the state of Minnesota, this 312 West Lake Street houses not one, not two, but three child care centers and is licensed to hold 102 children.
102 children. Toker said it's like they're buying votes with other people's money. Almost. It's crazy, right? And indeed, this is malice. No, though quite the opposite. There's other people who are calling me stupid for listening to the fact that somebody else is asking legitimate questions. So when I'm saying if you do not understand the things that I've been saying, then you're not smart enough for this, because I'm not going to take the whole time to break down every little word that I'm saying. If you're understanding what I'm saying, then I'm not talking to you. Talon over here doesn't have any idea what the fuck is going on. No, but you can send me anything you like to Google. Like I said, if you can prove any of this is fake, I will turn off the stream and apologize to you. I said that 2 hours ago.
And in fiscal year 2025 was paid $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 child care centers.
We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building where the daycare was supposedly at.
So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million.
Wait, so Fenners, have you not heard about this Minnesota daycare scandal where a bunch of Somalis are defrauding the government to the tune of billions of dollars, supposedly running daycare centers and then just not? This is that. So I don't know how. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. And so I mean, I'd seen clips and other videos and stuff, but I hadn't actually sat down and watched the whole thing. So that's what we're doing. On New Year's Eve, we were watching when he was on PBD and kind of talking about this video. So we've got some some more stuff to talk about, but we haven't actually watched it. Dirty scammers in date. Nah, he can't hear that. He can't hear the if it echoes, he can't hear it. Like, all right, you guys get a freebie because he can hear this. That's a freebie for my papa. Who got a freebie? Who got a freebie? Where we at? That's mean. Taking notes said he's in a building reading funding data. Absolutely stunning evidence of fraud. I will never understand the desire and ability for liberals to just take the most underhanded way to take what's presented in plain English and twist it as if we're not fucking watching the same thing. Yeah, he just went to a building and read funding data. That's it, bro. You are not smart enough to understand what we are doing. If that's what you think, or you're on there, if that's what you think is happening, then just sit down and I'll explain it to you. Insane. Insane. You know, the second person to bring up California, I don't know what's going to happen when we fucking we start looking. And like I said, I think this is going to start a lot of different investigations. And yes, I said investigations, not automatically having proof. Stupid. But poor Morty. What you mean, poor Morty? You mean poor Lutch for fucking buying the top quality shit and his extra treats and all of that shit. That motherfucker eats better than I do. What you mean? What you mean? Hey, shout out to Real Black Betty with the $2. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. And of course, another treat for Morty. Thank you so very, very much. Welcome to the party. Let's see what else we got. I want to jump back in here. Fenrir said, okay, guys, do not let me forget to add Real Black Betty to the banner. I'm expecting you. Holy shit, Maryland is doing stuff with things, and I don't know what's happening. 25, 26, 28, 29, 31. I don't know what any of this means. But thank you. So very, very much, and welcome to the party. Founder said, even though it's true, the whole Somali thing is a psyop. We are not in the position we are because of Somali daycare fraud. We are in this situation because the globalist elites have put us here. Both things are true. Straight to jail. Control Delete says, not going viral for no reason. You literally can't hear any children playing. Again, though, I do think that is a little bit odd how quickly everybody globbed onto this. I'm looking out for that. Doesn't mean it's fucking fake. Yeah, the high-speed rail, right? Hey, M Tiger, just subscribe. Thank you so very, very much. Mauricio said, maybe there's an investigation, but that does not mean that all those businesses are doing fraud. Correct. Yeah, exactly. So that's why when people are saying, well, where's the proof? We're not offering proof. We didn't say that we had proof. We just said, look, this is what we have. We tried to do this, and this is what happened. And then, yeah, so exactly. So you seem to be smart enough to pick up what we're putting down here. Eyes to see, welcome, said Elon it could be 1.5 trillion. While I wouldn't be surprised, I don't love to take Elon's word. He says a lot of shit, but Founder says, as long as you're blaming the Somalis, you aren't blaming them. Huh? What? I can agree with you there. And we got Maryland with all the what did we end up to 40x, 40x, whatever that means. Thank you so very, very much. Projection. Yep, I got to figure it out yesterday. Shout out to DCTTD. Love some Asmon Gold. Senspar Tech said, I do believe Minnesota was just the most blatant, and other states will follow, most of which will lead back to Act Blue, NGOs, and it's, yeah, I agree. And we got God herself. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. I said what you said too. Yeah, that's, I'm looking out. The fact that it could be, the fact that there is a reason why we are focused on this does not mean that A, it's not happening, and B, that it's not a legitimate issue. What it does mean is that there could be something else that is more pressing that they're using as a distraction. I am totally open to that. But as of right now, it's a little sus. Little sus. You aren't blaming the people who are actually responsible. No, that I am. Yeah, I'm not saying, well, if you're a Somali, you should go to jail. If you're a Somali, you should do this. Like, I mean, I think by, not being white, I kind of get a little bit of a extra non-racism shit there. But hey, again, I don't really care. Oh, my goodness. Maryland again with the big 10. Thank you so very, very much. No question, no comment. Just pure love of the game. Thank you so very, very much. Hey, we also got P-Dog Knight in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very good to see you. Oh, this is your town? Interesting, interesting. I can't wait to hear what you got to say. So let's dive right back in. I did not forget about Real Black Betty, and we got Maryland as well. Well, let's do it.
The daycare was supposedly at.
So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, 2.66 million. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name?
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which child care name is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
where the children are.
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where are you? Which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
Damn.
Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We were just curious, where are the children at? Do you know where the children are at? Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
How can these...
Did she say I don't care?
Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
That's fucking sus. That's fucking sus. Why would you say I don't care? You say what children? There are no children. They're at home. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? All right, let's go to the chat. Agreed. And Fenrir said they want as much of your anger and dissatisfaction to be directed towards anybody but them, the globalist elites. Again, agreed. That does not mean that this is not really happening. So parse that through. I'm not disagreeing with you. That doesn't mean we should just not care about this. I to see said they're stealing 1/3 of our budget. Imagine if that was returned to us. A 1/3 tax cut. Yeah. Is the government going to actually give us that money? Of course not. But the point stands. The point stands. Guys, keep the chat. You could say whatever you want about me or anybody on screen. I'm begging you. Just be respectful in the chat. Attack ideas, not people. Please. I know some people make it difficult, but that's why we are better than they are. Maryland said they are so fried. They've spread out of Minnesota and found the same activity in Ohio. You are now the 5th person to mention Ohio. I think we're going to see a lot of shit. We're going to see a lot of shit. Shout out to Camel Reds. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've been waiting for years, and it's finally happening. I mean, again, it's being exposed, but I wonder how far this is really going to go. I don't know. Box, another hometowner, said, I also find this to be a distraction. But can we agree? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that a PSYOP distraction does not mean that it's fake. Because every time when we talk about that, I don't want us to conflate that. I am absolutely willing to say, yes, this is a distraction. Yes, this is a PSYOP, but not so much to the point where they've made all of this up. Is that fair? Yeah, asking about the whereabouts is white supremacy. What isn't these days? Yep. Yeah. Some of them, they would hire the mothers, and that's their job. Then they, obviously don't have to pay for the child care because they're there, and they get the government funds. I mean, it's a good racket. I legally don't think I'm allowed to tell you to stop paying taxes, but I'm just going to say that if I were to stop paying taxes, I would think that would be a good thing. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Okay. We got 1s in the chat. Not surprising, but all right. So we're on the same page. Most of us understanding there's something else that they're doing here, but that doesn't mean that this money isn't being stolen.
Children are at? Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
How can these childcare centers have no children?
No.
There's 2.6 million.
Yeah, right. Like I said, if you start paying if you stop paying taxes, you're actually going to jail. Don't get twisted. There's momentarily they'll be coming from, and that's the irony, right? You can be off by $10 on your tax form, and they're fucking coming for you. We want more IRS agents, 88,000 more IRS agents. For what? It is. Nope. Because again, this is how many times did I say the difference between evidence and proof? So he's so stupid. Yes, I said there's no proof. That's why we're talking about evidence. Proof would mean we had all of the evidence and also a reason to believe that there's no other way that the evidence doesn't lead to the conclusion. Right now, we are still investigating. This came out 1 week ago, and we're back to no evidence. You're goddamn right. We are supporting Nick, not Talon, but everybody else, or taking notes. But the rest of us are intelligent Americans.
How can these childcare centers have no children?
No.
There's $2.6 million inside these businesses that were given by the government, but there's no children to be seen anywhere. People deserve to know where their taxes are going. If these companies and these daycare centers are making upwards of $2.6 million and there's no children to be seen anywhere, something fraudulent is happening. And that is not make you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in Minnesota. If there's a bunch of white people doing the same thing, we'd be talking about the same issue. This is just fraud at unprecedented levels here.
Okay, you need a timeout. You need a timeout. That is the dumbest thing that I think has ever been. Well, you know what? Let's screenshot that too. You're just a treasure trove today. Do that, and what should we do? 1 minute or 5 minutes? 1 minute or 5 minutes? I'm gonna post my screenshot, and whoever answers first gets to decide how long the timeout is. 1 minute or 5 minutes. No, we're not going to do 2 hours. All right, 5 minutes. See you in 5, buddy boy. And he will be here. There's no way that he's leaving.
People doing the same thing, we'd be talking about the same issue. This is just fraud at unprecedented levels here inside Minnesota. It's actually very concerning. Where are the children at inside of these buildings? They're nowhere to be seen. Millions of dollars are being sent into these daycare centers all across Minnesota, and there's not a child to be seen anywhere. Here's another daycare.
Well, in case you missed it, I think it's still here, right? Did they move in here? He said, there isn't a way for the evidence to lead to a conclusion. I don't even know what that means.
Center inside the same building.
We don't want you to be videotaping anything.
Where
Too
is all
bad,
the money going
baby!
for? There's no children at these daycare centers.
Amendment!
Sir,
Yes.
I told you, please leave.
Yes, we have a question though. Where is the children at these daycare centers if there's millions of dollars?
Ask the local government, yeah.
Oh, we've asked. We have the paper here. So we're wondering where the money and where the children are at. We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you first of all?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any
J-Wup with an interesting question. It's like if 87% of the Somalian community is on subsidies and unemployed, why would they need childcare? They wouldn't. That's a fantastic point that I did not even think of. Brilliant.
to record me.
But again, nothing to see here.
Period.
Can we talk outside?
You don't have permission to record.
She doesn't either have. She doesn't have permission to record me.
You cannot stop people on the street
See, there we go. You can't do the thing that I'm doing right now.
and question them.
We can ask.
You don't have any permission.
Where
I'll
are the
sue
children?
You. I will sue you. You don't have any permission. We have nothing to do with this. You understand?
Oh, that's an admission of fraud, I think. We have nothing to do with the business that is registered on the Minnesota website and has a license for this. We have nothing to do with that. That's called fraud.
Are there
So leave.
Wait,
Please leave.
whoever said that in the chat before? What is fraud? What is that from?
Are there children here?
Please leave.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center.
You ask whoever you think is doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. So leave. Leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
And then let's not forget about Takia, where, oh, we're allowed to lie because they're not real people. Only Muslims are real people. Real Black Betty with the $2 said deport them all. Deport them all. Get the fuck out of my country. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Yep. And I'm I think it has two Q's. IYA. I believe that's the right spelling, right? Oh. Islam. Yeah. Oh, two Y's. So it's yeah. Takia or Takia. Oh, so which kind of like Sarah. You can two Y's and an A, or a Y and an H. Is the concept of prudent dissimulation or concealing one's faith or true beliefs to avoid persecution, harm, or death. AKA lying. We can lie because God said it's okay. No, I wish it was taquitos. Camp said, no fraud has been exposed, but you keep crawling on your belly for white nationalists. Oh no!
Shut up!
We're wondering what's happening.
We are not a childcare. We are nothing to do with it. We're common people walking. And
Yes,
you are.
we're not accusing you. We're asking where the children are at.
Don't ask me anything.
We're not accusing you. We're asking the daycare centers.
I am not going to answer. You have.
Where are the children at?
Leave. Leave.
We just want to know where are the children.
Who you work for?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Who you work for?
I work for myself, Nick Shirley.
Okay, what are you recording?
We're wondering where are the children? $2.66 million for
You're not talking
the
to
Minnesota
right
Child Care Center.
You're not talking.
There's clear, direct questions. Shout out to Real Black Betty again with a big 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. Make sure we get Morty his treat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And damn, we are getting close there. Let's see where we at. We are 9 out of 15 super chats and $60 out of 75, guys. And we got Real Black Betty in there already. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much.
To the right person.
Are there children that come here? Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this
I
building.
don't know who you're talking to. Leave.
That's just a simple question. Where are the children at? David, they won't even answer. We asked him, plain and simple, where are the children? Do children come here?
This is why I've had my life. I've been attacked twice. Once with a knife, and the other time I was jumped last Saturday by 3 Somali men simply for asking questions about what was going on. And they're very, very violent people. They do not like this fraud to be exposed.
Yep, that's just one example. One example that's been exposed. They said the Leering Center was closed, shut down, not in operation, and the next day they bring the kids in. Make that make sense. Trump bad. Trump bad. That's the argument. Trump bad. Like, this has nothing to do with Trump. Nick is just a guy who did a thing. Fenner said, yes, they should go. They shouldn't have been allowed to come here to begin with. They were brought here so the elite could rob us all and have us blame it on third worlders. I mean, yeah, but again, I'm not, even though that may be 1000% true, I'm not going to say that it's okay that they are doing it.
Giving this man plenty of opportunities to answer the simple question, where are the children? He called the cops on us, and we headed to the state capitol where they're having a meeting about the fraud to confront the state representatives and people in the government who have enabled and let this fraud happen. Inside of this committee, a Republican representative showed charts showing exactly how this fraud has been committed and who is profiting and connecting all the dots. And while the Democrat representatives looked into the abyss, one of them spoke about how none of this is building trust and how this is a nonpartisan issue. So I went and confronted her after that.
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just establishing that while I agree that there is a level of distraction and psyop and all that, that there is a reality to it. I'm just saying that it's true on both levels.
Some very valid questions to ask about what's going on here in Minnesota. And do you think this fraud
I don't know who
crosses?
you are.
My name is Nick Shirley. Do you think this fraud
I don't know who you are. Does it fucking matter? You're a public servant.
is Republican or Democrat, or just facts that fraud is happening?
I think the fact that
Because
you brought it as a partisan issue.
because that's what I heard you talking about. That
I know what I said is that
because
what we're talking
we want
about
to build, we want to build trust, but fraud is fraud. So why should we be enabling fraud to happen here?
No, I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
Okay, sir.
There you go.
Sir.
When are you going to hold Governor Walz? No. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
Excuse me?
Yes. Are you?
So you can see how this is the legacy media version of how to get the answers that you want. And we're not in that world anymore. Because now she can, a black man came up to me and was in my face, and I felt so scared, and I didn't know what to do. So I could have answered his question, but I just decided that it would be more appropriate if I just left. Whereas Nick's just like, hey, I just have these questions that I just would like you to answer these fucking questions.
Walz, no. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
Excuse me?
Yes. Are you?
If you're going to talk to me like
are
that.
you the state? I'm a disability advocate.
I heard you, and
I get
we've got a chance
overstimulated.
to testify.
No, ma'am, the facts are the fact that fraud is happening here, and it's not a nonpartisan issue. How come you think fraud has been able to happen so much underneath?
I think if you've been
here.
listening to our hearings, we've had now 10 hearings on this. And so there's really good data from the people
Jacob, let me know. It looks like you're doing multiple parts. Just let me know when you're done.
Who both work within the administration, as well as who both Democrat and Republicans. I think what you heard today is that the Republicans who control this committee are not actually interested in solving fraud. What they're interested in is telling a story.
This fraud has happened underneath Democrat leader Tim Walz.
There has been Medicaid fraud across the country under Democrats and Republicans. There's fraud within the Trump administration. We have is fraud. Private providers have made government a mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue.
So you're the victim. You're the victim. Not the American people, whose money has been stolen and probably ended up in your pocket. So let's see. Jay was saying, it's also hard for me to blame the Somalians. This is a long take, sorry. You're in school, it's test day, and you see the answers on the teacher's desk. You cheat and get an A. Whose fault is it? It's so yeah, the cheater's fault, obviously. Is there I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree that there should be certain prophylactic measures to make sure that people who do bad things aren't enticed to do those things. But like, you're essentially going the worst version, and I don't even necessarily agree with the not worst version. But this is essentially what were you wearing? And like sometimes, yeah, it's like, bitch, what were you doing? But a lot of times, that's not really relevant. You know what I mean? So the kid just took advantage of the incompetency of the teacher. Yeah, that's wrong. I'm going to put it in a religious context with sinners. Brandon said, stealing money is stealing. Fraud is not based on feelings. Bingo. Yep. Stinky Paradox said it's both people's fault. The kid isn't exonerated because the teacher left access to answered unsecured. Unsecured? Insecure? Either way. Agreed. Agreed. Lone Wolf said Nick Shirley has Mossad, CIA, Trump, Bill Gates, and the Fed behind him. Nick Shirley is Jason Bourne. Fair enough. Fair enough. As I'm going, I mean, let's get him a shower and then we can talk about that. But I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. All right.
A mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue of how to keep fraudsters out of our public payment. We're also dealing with veterans.
How about just don't give them money? Shout out to Alperex said, where's the line? If a car door is locked, do you break the window and say maybe you should have steel plates over your doors? Exactly. Like, yes, if you let's go the other direction, and let's say you're in a bad area and you leave your windows you leave your windows open. Are you putting yourself in a position where other people who want to do bad things it's easier for them? Absolutely. Can you take a prophylactic measure by locking your car and closing your windows? Absolutely. But the fact that you forgot that doesn't give any justification to the person who's committing the moral faux pas. So I think okay, just to high on. I think we can bring it back to the teacher and the student. We can acknowledge that the teacher absolutely should not be leaving test answers out for kids to see. That doesn't mean anything about the morality of cheating on a test.
Dealing with consumers, I hope you're looking at that. If you look at United Health, currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid fraud is a 50-state issue. Mm-hmm. And so again, it is not a partisan issue. There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that.
Thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well,
You
saw what happened there?
The state of Minnesota that we live in, and these politicians are just walking.
So maybe this is easier if we put an age on it. What age of child are we talking about? Because if you're, I mean, I don't know what kind of test we're dealing with kindergartners, but like kids are taught pretty early on, within the rules of play, that you have to follow the rules, and not following the rules is bad. So again, I acknowledge that the kid just took advantage of the incompetency of the teacher, but that doesn't mean that taking advantage of the incompetency of the teacher is not immoral. The fact that incompetency exists doesn't make things that are immoral any less immoral. It's wrong, so it's wrong. Yeah, I mean, if you could think of a better thing for where you're coming from, maybe I'll be able to better engage. But in terms of this analogy, I don't think. Mama K, welcome. So as soon as Shirley said on PBD, he thought Tyler Robinson shot Charlie. I knew it'd been bought. Oh, we got a Candace fan, do we? A Candace fan. Shout out to Trump. Flaming Angel said, don't forget the invisible autism kids and the ghost kids they fed by the hundreds and the thousands daily in businesses with zero kitchens. It's all federal robbery. Bingo. Yep. Liberty says it's not that easy to defund the government. They had to fake immunization records and everything. Crazy. Tammy said, morality is taught at home. The child should have been taught not to cheat. Bingo. Exactly. All right, let's dive back in. Yeah. Oh, shit, we're almost done here.
And I hope you print that.
Thank you for coming.
Wait, what did she say? I hope you print what?
There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that.
Thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well,
You
saw what happened there?
State of Minnesota that we live in, and these politicians are just walking off thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump. They want to blame the Trump administration. We have Democrats blaming ICE. I'm tired.
I'll come back.
My people are
Yep.
suffering. I'm scared for my little brother. My people are suffering, and these people just walk off.
All right, bro. All right.
He doesn't care.
Okay. I hear you. Let's take it down a step. You're gonna be okay. I promise. This is bad. But not to the point where you need to start crying. Drew's all about it. He's like, yo, let me get some of that jungle.
My people are suffering, and these people just walk off. We have a governor who doesn't care. How many more people are gonna freaking die? How many more people are gonna go homeless? And how many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking system?
So I was saying, in one day, we uncovered an estimated $111 million. It is time to hold corrupt politicians and fraudsters accountable. We all work too hard and pay too much in taxes for billions to be stolen. Be wasted. It's time to reclaim our cities from corruption and illegal fraudsters. Subscribe to the Indian Jesus to never miss a party again. All right. Is there anything? There was a couple other. We had the whoopsie part. Couple clips. Hold on.
Minnesota mom panics after seeing fraud bad in her script.
Shout out to Asman.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand. Fraud is bad.
Whoopsies. Wait, I have that. Yeah, let's just clap it up, cause like IQ.
And look what we have here. The usual suspects. The order of Karens. That's
Fraud
right.
is bad.
Fraud.
Okay, here we go. So there's a different. I'm assuming this is going back to the blame and morality thing. Bill's Mafia. Are you a Jets fan? If you leave a vase on a shelf and someone smacks it down, you shouldn't be fully expecting someone to put the vase somewhere else. Put a vase on a shelf. You shouldn't be expected to put it somewhere else. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So if you put a vase on a shelf and it gets smacked down, you shouldn't be expected to put it somewhere else just so it doesn't get smacked down. Agree. That's and. So I'm trying to work this because if we bring it back to the Somalis, what is the vase? Clearly, the vase getting smacked down is the fraud. I don't know. Help me out a little bit, because I definitely agree with you. But work it out for me. I'm a little stupid right now.
That's
Fraud
right.
is bad.
Fraud.
Not specifically Muslim hate, but division, yes.
Oh, that's crazy. My best assumption, the reason why she freaked out about it is that she knows that if she speaks out about this, she could get pushback from inside of her own community.
No apologies. This is what this is what we're here for. I'd much rather be engaging in a conversation with you guys than just, watching a thing and be like, well, he said this and I agree with that. Yeah, obviously we definitely have a lot that I want to cover and show you guys, but I'm here for you guys.
Potentially being seen as against them or betraying them. So basically, we have people right now. This is crazy. So he says that somebody came in to break into his business, the daycare, to steal all of the records that they could use to figure out whether they were breaking the law or not. Isn't that convenient?
Unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone.
Yeah, so you were saying, do you think this being sensationalized or being made to be a big story? Yes, I think there's some aspect. For some reason, I do not know why. I don't have any idea of what we are being distracted from, but I do believe that this is a distraction. However, that distraction being what it is a real crime. So multiple levels to this shit.
Enrollment of the children and also employee documentation that was gone.
Oh, wow. So just as soon as this happens, you get your store broken into and all the information goes away. Wow, well, that's fucking convenient.
The check papers away from our book. This is devastating.
So all of the records...
Right? That's what we're supposed to think. These poor thieves.
Of money, all of the records of kids and all of the records of employees have conveniently been stolen from your daycare days after an investigation has begun.
As one video made by a specific individual made this all happen. Hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us. So the past couple of days.
I wouldn't be surprised, Tron. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, but I mean, is that it? Because I feel like this was already, we were already in a state of, oh, fuck, that's what they're gonna do here. So I think, 2,500 Gucci, right? That's Gucci, right? Is that Gucci? One of you guys, there's ladies here tonight. One of you should know that, right? But yeah, $2,500 glasses. Poor thieves. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely a need to what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say here? I just feel like we were already in the place of the cover-up was working. I've specifically talked to a lot of people who were just like, well, you know, Trump did this and Trump did that, and Trump he released the files, and very positive about how he's handled it. So I mean, maybe that's it, but it feels more like, you know, something like bigger, because Epstein has been, you know, the Epstein story that's been floating around for a long time, and I don't know, it definitely could be. Drug checkers, they just proved the cuts to the wall were made from the inside. The call is coming from inside the house. Oh my goodness. Nothing right now, but I got 4 J's rolled up, ready to go as soon as we are done here. Can't afford Gucci. All right, so let's see. There's someone in the comments has to fucking know. Someone in the fucking comments, because there was a meme going around. Let's do Control F. Nope, not that one. Over here. Yeah, $2,400 designer glasses. That's the only person who said anything? Let's try designer. That's wild. I heard 12. Oh, all right. Well, we got one person saying that, but that meme has been going around. But yeah. Gucci taste, but a dollar store budget. Heard that. Cringe? Maybe. You never know. They broke in through our wall, and they also broke in through our front door, and they didn't steal anything except the exact thing that you need that's not relevant to anybody else. Oh man. Well, hey, shroom it up, girl. Shroom it up. All right, let's dive back in.
Just through our voice notes threatening us the past couple of days.
Leave it to stupid white Karens to go out and believe such an obvious lie because it can make them feel good about themselves. These people are born to be taken advantage of. They are. 10 masked Somalis have come out to the Quality Learning Center here in Minneapolis.
Learning Center. Mama K said there's a YouTuber here in Washington State has done his own Nick Shirley and discovered 20 fraudulent daycares in a 3-block radius. But where's the evidence? Says the liberals. Where's the evidence? Swaggers like us, welcome, said a tampon be like, make Somalia great again. Yep, that's where his loyalties lie. Certainly not with us. Flamin' Angel said I'm a Southern girl. Ooh, I've been looking for a Southern girl. Let's get it. I'm a Southern girl who grew up dirt poor. I'm used to it. Raised on a farm and a city. I prefer the damn country every day. I'm a suburban boy. Could you teach me, or what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Fenrit said, I seriously doubt that these Somalis came here and figured this out all on their own. Yeah, it's because, it's not like they were scamming and pirating and stealing before they came here, right? They were just sitting at home and, doing the same things that we do. Nope. And yet again, because of Takia, this is a completely fine according to their religion. They're not all IQ of 67, just 99%. It's what happens when your family tree only forks. Yikes.
And attempted to fix their misspelled address sign, but they failed.
Got 10 Somalis out here trying to fix their misspelled street name. We'll see how much success they have there.
They can't figure out how to change it?
Basically, the Quality Learning Centre not only had the main sign misspelled, but also the address was missing an L.
Later. They didn't quite finish the job changing it. It's now about midnight outside the Quality Learning Center.
This is just fucking pathetic, guys. Oh my God. They just put a piece of paper over it. And this is after 14 hours.
All right, a little update here. After 14 hours.
14 hours. But again, it shows it brings up who just fucking said it. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a different kind of fraud, and you have to know the system well to do this. I agree with you, but that again, we're saying that 99% of people are not there. They have intelligent people among their ranks, and this shit is advertised to them. They walk in the door, and the pamphlets that they don't have for the parents, they get a pamphlet. Say this, do that. You can get money for this, because the more money that goes to businesses in Minnesota, the more money that Tim Walz can say that he has made for Minnesota. They are coached. I mean, I don't know that they're like coached specifically, but you're right. You're right. They didn't just figure this out, but they do have the internet. And I mean, clearly it's not that hard to defraud the government. And once one person figures this out, it spreads like wildfire. I mean, you don't need to be smart to be a criminal. And clearly, yep, I am the captain now. Exactly. Bro, this is the efforts of 10 people working together all night to solve this problem.
Stupid.
So if you want to know how to work the system, just ask any crackhead. Bingo. Exactly. Yep, exactly. The unemployment rate goes down. There's reasons that they have we saw it on a national scale when they were telling surge the border, and all the asylum claims. They're telling them how to do it.
10 plus military-aged men from the Quality Learning Center have been unsuccessful in figuring out how to take the stickers off their address sign.
Guys, this might just be too good. Sure.
I just went ahead and put up 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. Spell the street address right.
Yeah, maybe if they get another $1 million of funding, they might be able to afford to do it.
I understand.
Oh no! I don't even remember what your name is. Starbound. Cool, bro.
Fraud is bad.
Fraud.
The question is,
what else did we? There was one more thing. Yeah. Was it this? No. Where are you? Ah. All right, this is it, guys. We well, actually, I mean, I would like more money, but I don't have anything else to show you, so we can't keep the party rated. But if you want to give me money, then go for it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's the meme.
Would you miss a bunch of liberals trying to say that there's no evidence of fraud? That's about it.
the day brought to you by 5mind.com. Holy freaking crap, people. I know we've been breaking a lot of crazy stuff lately relating to the Somali stuff, but this right over here, this might be the craziest revelation yet. I mean, this right here shows just how deep the rot goes. Again, exposing this taxpayer-funded Democrat scam machine that's been masquerading as important government subsidies supporting the most vulnerable communities. You know, we're learning a lot about these scams as the days go by, but the most interesting thing that we're learning is actually the latest update in connection to the so-called Quality Leering Center, of course. You know, the mainstream media basically wants you to drop it. Leave the Leering Center alone.
There you go. This is what we're talking about. Hoopty Wes, welcome, welcome. Like, I mean, just so if anybody doesn't know, I am a first-generation American. Both of my parents immigrated to this country. So if you want to come at me with some immigration xenophobia bullshit, miss me with that. Hoopty said, me and my Filipino wife helped immigrate her parents to this this beautiful country, and now we are all working together to run an adult foster home. This is America. Dilly, dilly to that. Yup. Angry said, how many Somalians changing a sign is going to be the new how many to change a light bulb? Oh, man. Tammy, thank you hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. You have a good one, guys. If you have not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes whenever I feel like it, and is always this fun. And you know that YouTube sucks with those notifications, so you may as well hit the subscribe and that bell so you never miss an Indian Jesus live party ever again. Drew said the vacation in Somalia for half the year. Oh, they vacation in Somalia for half the year, so they're definitely bringing back their reconnaissance efforts to people still there and bringing more people back with them.
Bingo.
Yep. And I mean, my parents got citizenship first, so fuck you. I am a natural born citizen, so fuck you. Am I Millie or Vanilli? I'm old enough to know the reference, but too young to be able to make a decision. So I'm going to go with Millie. All right, let's finish this up.
Basically what they're saying.
Hey, we got behave in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm getting married. I didn't let him hit, but I did let him kiss it. He broke, and now I'm going to be a Mrs. Hey. Dilly dilly to that. Oh. I wish I had my opportunity. I'm a little bit sad. But good for you. Good for you. Why? Not like why would well, how dare you? I just mean like I don't know the relevance. I'm too young. I'm just a little boy.
Saying they're just a bunch of innocent daycare operators. Trust us. We asked a random person who showed up after all the media attention, and she confirmed that it is in fact a legit daycare. Don't ask any questions further. But as the mainstream media once again is providing a defense, a cover, a shield to the world's worst criminals and scammers, we're finding the truth about this quality learning center. And apparently it's not a quality learning center at all. It's not a quality leering center either. No, it appears to be a full-blown criminal enterprise that's being run by a convicted fraudster who, guess what, was previously convicted for, ding ding ding, you got it right, daycare fraud. Holy frickin' moly. And probably the least surprising part of this story, this convicted fraudster is again one of those Somali community members that was at one point, it appears, great friends with none other than Ilhan Omar, another Somali fraudster pictured with the Minnesota congresswoman. You cannot write a story this good, or I guess this bad is probably more accurate. Again, it's just so damn blatant. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so we got some revelations here. And actually, before we get into the information relating to the individuals who actually own the Leering Center, I want to hit you guys with this breaking news. We're actually now learning that the Quality Leering Center, after everything they've told us that their operational hours are from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., they're a nighttime daycare, which of course makes no sense, but that was one of their first defenses, right? Well, we've now learned that actually the Quality Learning Center is only licensed for day program services under Minnesota law. So let's make this crystal freaking clear. According to the Minnesota government, according to the daycare license that was issued to this particular location, they are only allowed to run operations from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. So that's yet
There you go, Talon. I know you're still watching. I know you're still watching.
again another lie exposed. But then, of course, it gets even worse. As we're now peeling back all the layers of this fraud onion, it turns out that the Quality Learning Center is owned by the same crooked family, the same convicted fraudsters that previously ran another daycare center that was called the Salama Child Care Center. And if we simply go to Google Maps here, of course, we've got some records from the Street View. We can go back to 2013. And as you see right here, the Salama Child Care Center on 1411 Nicolette Avenue. So what is...
I'll pull this up because one, I think anybody who cares has seen it already. And two, I don't think anybody here cares. But are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Are you sure you're sure? I've just been my entire TikTok algorithm is Stranger Things and the daycare stuff, and hilariously, I have not seen anybody try to even explain what the fucking mouthing shit was.
Today, the Leering Center was once the Salama Child Care Center. And there's something interesting about the Salama Child Care Center. Yeah, they were busted back in 2015. They were actually raided by the FBI for, guess what? Running a massive multi-million-dollar taxpayer-funded child care fraud scam. Doing exactly what you might expect. Faking child attendance, ghost children, phantom enrollments, and just lining their pockets with cash, baby. We're learning...
Okay, so I gotta say that 4 times? Okay. So we got... Salama Mama Salamander Silly Salama Mama Salamander Slimy Silly Somali Sucker. I got one. I could do one. Salama Mama Salamander Slimy Silly Somali Sucker. 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Challenge accepted. I mean, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna have a whole thing. Again, because nobody here cares, and two, because I was a little annoyed. Really quick, since you're here, I kind of my whole thing is that I'm 36 right now. It came out in 2016, so I was in my mid 20s when it came out, and then like so much time has gone by, and I just stopped caring. I feel like I aged out of caring. Now that being said, yeah, that's what we were talking about. That being said, I do think that season 5 in general was pretty good. It just didn't make sense for what it was. And then, there's no way. Hold on. I think I have a special treat for you. Where did I put it on? I definitely put it on X. See, this is why I love chatting with you guys. I got you in a second, Real Black Betty, because I'm ready for this shit. So there's you probably have seen, just talk about how there's this scene in Stranger Things, and it's like the big climax of everything. Again, I'm spoiling shit, but if you haven't watched it by now, you probably don't care. And he comes out and he's like, I don't like girls. And everybody's been making AI edits of this, and it's fucking hilarious.
I just want to tell you all that I want to get my butthole stuffed, and Lucas, I'm looking at you. What the fuck, Will? I always knew you white people were weird. I've always wanted to get this all out before Vecna takes my butt first. Lucas, why him? Because he's black? Well, my dick is a decent size too, Will. So Nancy and I almost lost our fucking life to hear you be a fag today. I figured all this shit out for you to say you love dick. Newsflash, Will, we already knew. Yeah, you always used to poke my butthole with your thumb, and you always asked me to shower with you.
What the fuck is going on right now, Will? So you've literally been the monster this whole time? Fuck this! I didn't come out of a 2-year coma for this Jewish gay agenda shit. Send me a postcard when you're all dead.
I just want to tell you.
So obviously not the real one, but oh man, it was. I would have preferred that, because the way they did it was cringy as fuck. Shout out to Real Black Betty with the $2. Said, I wonder what the dog is thinking. Well, now he's thinking, am I getting to eat? And you're goddamn right. What? Why are you so careful? Like, I'm going to hand you something dangerous, bro. It's in the same fucking traits for years. Thank you, Real Black Betty. So, very, very much. Shout out to the millennials. You adult brother, you passed the test. Let's go. Again, guys, if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes whenever I feel like it. Season 1 was, they should have left it at season 1 and a movie. That would have been great because season 1 had its thing. It was kids, it was 80s coded, but they just ran it into the ground. Yeah, I thought you might like that. There you go. Fenris, if you ever find yourself blaming someone who is lower on the economic ladder than you, there's a good chance that you've been tricked into blaming them by someone much higher on that ladder. Or their this is set in the 80s. This is like right before the climax of the entire series. Like, okay, we're suiting up and we're ready to go fight the big bad. And he's like, wait, everybody wait. What, Will? What? He's like, I just like, I know that I'm different, and sometimes I don't like girls. Okay, dude. Nobody gives a shit. All right. Where were we? At the Leering Center. Before it was the Leering. Before it was Leering, it was Salama Lama Ding Dong.
Phantom enrollments and just lining their pockets with cash, baby. We're learning that the ringleader is an individual by the name of Fozia Ali, who actually went to prison for fraud. And then it turns out instead of rehabilitating, becoming a productive member of society, no, this family decided that they were going to keep the same location, just do a little bit of a rebranding, going from the Salama Child Care Center to the now infamously known Quality Leering Center, and basically just continued the damn scam with zero consequences. And what's funny is apparently the dots were connected thanks to this dude. Remember this guy who showed up as the Quality Leering Center's public spokesperson? He claimed that his parents owned and operated the location, and he showed up with all these bullshit half-baked excuses, talking to us as if we're complete colossal morons, explaining to us that we were actually racists for asking questions and that everything's legit here. Most of our clients need nighttime services, and so we're operational from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, well, that excuse didn't exactly stand up to scrutiny now, did it? But
well, real quick, again, just quick, we're gonna head back to that. But the biggest, because again, obviously what we watched is not what happened in the show. They played it serious, but it was still cringy. But the biggest concern or criticism that a lot of people had, because it was originally like he was just talking to his mom, and the notion was that the big bad could get inside of his head and use his fears and stuff against him, so he needed to get this out. And the guy that was like, "What's wrong with my dick?" That's the guy in the show that he actually has a crush on. And so then he brings him in. But by the end, it's literally every character, including his science teacher from 2 years ago, some chick that, and just like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? So, I mean, people definitely would have cared about, like, the gay. But I think it was built up enough in the show that they would be accepting. They could have played it. They could have played it well. Let's get you all graduate. I don't remember any school. Yeah, right. Well, I guess what's that? You remember in Breaking Bad when after the plane crash and they're having the assembly and the kid gets on the mic and he's like, "Well, I heard that in college, if your roommate self-deletes, then you get like an automatic A. So I'm just wondering if we could do something like that." Maybe one of those things. All right, back to business.
From 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, well, that excuse didn't exactly stand up to scrutiny now, did it? But people apparently made the connection, figuring out that his parents are allegedly, the same freaking scammers who previously ran a $4 million fraud scheme at the Somali Child Care Center. And so it appears as though they've allegedly extended the...
Did you not live through the 80s and 90s?
Scam. Just rebrand the location and carry on as if nothing freaking happened. And now what's interesting is that a lot of these old reports are starting to pop up. A local Fox affiliate, Fox 9, actually did a reporting here. Through the years, a decade of investigating fraud in Minnesota. Well, first off, let's do a little bit of a flashback here. Let's take a look at the reporting from back in the early 2010s. Yeah, you'll notice some common strings as to what we're uncovering now. And it's
Pluribus, anybody?
Schemes that led to convictions back then.
They made their...
Yep, in case you missed that. After the interview, that we all saw. He's like, oh, with the guy outside. I don't remember exactly. Did he just say it?
To pop up. A local Fox affiliate, Fox 9, actually did a reporting here. Through the years, a decade of investigating fraud in Minnesota. Well, first off, let's do a little bit of a flashback here. Let's take a look at the reporting from back in the early...
Okay, so they're going back. But yeah, so they were saying the Leering Center was closed down. And then after the video that went viral because of the reaction to Nick, then they had kids there. What? That's fair. That's fair. I don't hate that. I need to rewatch Weeds. I mean, it definitely falls off after season 2. 3 starts strong, but yeah, run it up. Clinton, welcome. So it's either Tim Walz knew about the fraud, or he's so dumb he didn't notice half his state's budget disappeared. Either way, he needs to resign or be put in cuffs. Bingo. Agreed. Welcome.
2010s. Yeah, you'll notice some common strings as to what we're uncovering now, and the schemes that led to convictions back then.
They made their move before the crack of dawn, targeting child care centers in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Apple Valley.
Where's the proof? Where's the evidence?
In computers and box loads of documents as part of a massive fraud.
It's Fox Local, so that doesn't count.
Investigation to expose a scheme that's costing tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars a week.
It's a lot of work, and you have to make sure that, everything's following the rules.
Yasmin Ali is the owner of Deco Family Centers. This is her giving a tour to an undercover Fox 9 producer.
A lot of people that we work with are low-income families.
Ali tells our producer that many of her customers are on assistance. They qualify to have the government
I think this is
pay for their kids' child care. They can get that help if they're working, training for a job, or hunting for one. According to our sources, Deco was actively recruiting women who qualify for child care assistance and offering them jobs at the centers. Some to watch their own kids.
A job to watch your own kids. Paid by a private business who decides that they want to pay women to take care of their own children? Nope. The U.S. government.
In fact, these moms confirmed to us.
Hello. Do you work here?
Yeah.
You do? How many children do you have? 2? And the children come here as well?
Yeah.
Who pays for their child care?
For the child care money?
Yes.
The county.
The county.
But there's no evidence.
Deco then bills the county for child care while the moms are supposed to...
And again, this is 2013, in case anybody is too retarded to understand that this is not brand new.
Working.
Were these legitimate jobs or not?
No, there were too many that were being hired. We didn't even need that many.
Our informants tell us that only a small percentage of the moms did anything. Deco's Minneapolis and St. Paul centers were each eligible to receive nearly $50,000 in child care assistance funds every 2 weeks. Do the math. That's over $2 million a year.
And in this article, they actually mentioned the individual, Fozia Ali. I'll read you guys.
In case you haven't seen it. That's the original Minnesota flag. And this is the one that looks like the Somalian flag. And what does he say?
There, that's better.
Haram! 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 Oh, hell no!
I ain't about that. TV said, dude, I've been called racist because of where I park. Well, I mean, I don't even know the joke that would go with that. I don't even know what the joke would be.
A year.
And in this article, they actually mentioned the individual, Fozia Ali. I'll read you guys the excerpt. It says, Fozia Ali was one person profiled in Fox 9 reporting. Ali had taken a 2-month trip from Minnesota to Dubai to Kenya, staying at times in $800 a night hotel rooms. She used an app on her phone to bill the state of Minnesota for child care services while she was out of the country. Ali pled guilty to daycare fraud and was sentenced to 2 years in prison and paid a $1.5 million in restitution. It's apparently the same person. And that gives you some insight into what you're funding, by the way. But
where's the evidence?
Hard-earned American taxpayer dollars are funding lavish trips to Dubai in their fanciest 5-star accommodations, and of course trips to Kenya, which seems to be the next part of this story that we're connecting. I'm not going to report this as fact, but people are starting to uncover that a lot of the dollars that are being defrauded from these daycare scams and program scams are actually going to Kenya, funding massive high-rise real estate projects. In other words, your taxpayer dollars are making these people exceedingly rich. Yeah,
and we know that who said it before, where they spend half the year outside of the country. It's not like they're not bringing money and information back home.
I have a feeling that $1.5 million rest.
I would bet money. I would bet money that he's watching. Usually, they don't even have the self-respect after they get timed out to go away. Like, they get timed out, and then they just keep coming back and typing. This is actually the first time that somebody's that I've timed some. I don't really time people out like that that often, but this is the first time I've timed somebody out and they haven't typed. But I would bet money that he's still watching.
It was probably a drop in the bucket to what these fraudsters are actually gaining. 2 years and a $1.5 million fine. Yeah, no wonder. She probably served 12 months, paid her a little fine, and then said, well, you know what? That was easy work. Let's run it back. Let's do it again. Unbelievable. The proper punishment should be denaturalization and deportation. And frankly, we should probably be tracking.
How sad is this? How fucking sad is this? What does Trump have to do with anything? Your brain has melted. Like the room in the finale of Stranger Things. For no reason, it has just melted. I am aghast. But shout out to Unwanted Foe for the $2. Thank you so very, very much, sir. And of course, a treat for the Overlord. Thank you. Communion time indeed. Meme Wizard said, I'm a gay. I am a straight. Oh, welcome to the party. Flaming Angel said, is this a second part? And yet I'm working my ass off to fix my trailer myself after breast cancer and working injury 120 part at a time. Can I move to Mini and open up a daycare? I didn't teach Head Start. I mean, you could, but dilly do. That's glad to hear that you are better. Hold on one second here. Actually, give me a second. All right, give me 1 second.
Punishment should be denaturalization and deportation. And frankly, we should probably be tracking where these funds went and seizing their property, seizing their freaking buildings, imposing sanctions on the Kenyan government, the Somali government, getting to the bottom of where these funds are going and getting the money back. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, well, I guess I mentioned it in the intro, but yes, this notorious scammer was once pictured with Ilhan Omar. Oh, what a shock. What a shocking revelation. What a surprise. Said literally no one ever. It just keeps getting worse as we go down this rabbit hole. The American people are being robbed at scale, and it could have been so easily avoided had Democrats done the basic due diligence necessary. I'm sure they'll try to chalk that up to incompetence. Oh, it's too complex. How do you expect us to be on top of everything? But the reality is they probably knew exactly what was going on, and they were funding it in the hopes that it would buy them votes. An absolutely disgusting level of fraud and corruption from top to friggin' bottom here. It's time for the Trump administration to start taking some serious action. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
There you go.
We'd like to ask where the money's going.
Oh, and we've been there. Derangement is sad and scary. Very sad and very scary. So, I mean, that's your problem, Meme Wizard. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we can see with just this small stream, which we got 97 views on the main one, and about 6,000 views, but average of 55 seconds. So we'll call it, we'll call it 200 people. Let's say 200 people got to see some aspect of my version of this. And yet we had multiple people coming in here throughout the entire night being like, oh no, this can't possibly be. This is propaganda. This is that. What in the fuck is on my face? All of that shit. We live in different realities. We live in different realities. We have to understand that there are people who see the exact same things that we see, and it's completely different from the time it gets to their eyes to their brain. Unfortunately, that is a reality, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I also think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. Let's give a big shout out to all of the donations. Thank you so very, very much. We had the real Black Betty coming in hot. We had Marilyn with a big 10 and all those jewel thingies or whatever those are. Real Black Betty again. Drew coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Control, Alt, Delete. Our sponsor. Look at it. Just look at it. And then, of course, we have the Big 10 from LS. And starting us off, the Viewerski with the big $10 PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. I know, guys, that you could be doing anything else in the world, and yet you are here hanging out with me and the Overlord. That's the Overlord for the Verdies. And that means a lot. That means a lot. I think, that we're actually doing something here. I think we're engaging with each other, engaging with what's going on in a way that's not just, here's the news, here's what you should think. I think we need more of that. And I hope that you guys start channels and do that as well. But in the meantime, come on back through every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes whenever I feel like it. So again, if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe and ring the bell, because YouTube sucks with those notifications and you never want to miss an Indian Jesus live party ever. Again, he is 15 years old. Oh, I wanted to show this picture. Thank you for the question. So we were looking at some old stuff for the New Year's Eve stream, and I found a thing where this is the Indian Jesus showing Lutch pre-Indian Jesus holding Morty. And hold on. Wait. You're going to want to see this. Look how black his face was. Move it up a little bit. Oh, come on. Look how black his face was. A little bit of white there. And then in there, he's all white, his arms and everything. And then we have him here now at 15 years old. Even more gray. Just like his daddy. I got him, oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I got him Halloween 2010. And it's been me and him ever since. And oh, beautiful. Yeah, we just he's up there, and he's probably not going to last too much longer. So as of yesterday, we hit the Morty Memorial Fund. Did I delete the thing? Yeah, we had the Morty Memorial Fund, and I can delete this because we hit it, and you guys helped me raise some money to make sure that I can put aside so that likely this year when that happens. I'll be, I'll have a way. I definitely am going to have a chest piece. He's filling up my whole chest with a tattoo, but getting him cremated, some type of memorial, some type of something. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I'm not really close to my family. It's just me and him. So the fact that you guys make this, yeah, right. We went great together. Go family 4. Yep. Yeah. Stay out of the cities. Oh Jesus, 145 pounds. Yeah, damn. I am also a dog trainer. Like my full-time job is being a dog trainer. So, love dogs. I've heard of that type of stuff too. I don't know how much that costs, but that would be pretty dope. And yeah, this is happening no matter what. Just dog doing blackface. I don't know how I feel about that. No. He is black. That is his face. There's no makeup. How dare you? No, I mean, given that I am a dog trainer, I am very acutely aware of the energy requirements for a puppy. And I think it's very easy for people to forget. You grow up with a dog, and they, you get into a rhythm, and you're all chilling and doing whatever, and then they pass, and it's like, oh, okay, I need. It's like, okay, well, I need to replace him, get a new dog. But as much as I love him, I would be lying to you if I said that I will miss having to get up and immediately go outside every single day. In the summer, not that bad. But right now, it's fucking 26 degrees. I don't want to go outside. So I think, in my head, if I have like a wife and a family, then that's when another puppy or another dog. Again, just I think I'm gonna need time. I'm gonna need time. Because I don't want to get another dog and then be constantly thinking about that dog compared to Morty. I don't think that would be fair to that dog. And then I just also, worrying about, like, my parents just moved, my sister's having a baby, the having an old dog that isn't welcome around my parents because of my brother's dog, I can't, like, bring him around everywhere. And so there's a lot of, in terms of personal travel, in terms of going out and doing IRL content, in terms of flying somewhere to collaborate with somebody. These are all things that I can't do because I have him, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, I missed this year's DebateCon, which is, big. There's a lot of people that I want to rub shoulders with at that type of event. And there's a lot of different events. And so what once he's gone, what my year should look like is from event to event to event to event to event. That's hopefully how I get a bit more of a platform for the more core beliefs that I have about talking to each other, secular morality, all these types of things. That's where I have to be. So, I mean, it's a long road ahead, but like I always say, we are much, much closer to the beginning than we are to the end. I want to give a big, big, big thank you once again to everybody who was watching, anybody who commented in the chat, anybody who hit the like button, anybody who subscribed, anybody who is a member. Shout out to the Disciples and the Moral Felon crew. And especially if you opened up your wallet tonight and gave me a little something, it means a lot. Every little bit really does help. So thank you so very, very much. Again, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I likely will see you this weekend. But if not, here, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Once again, guys, this is Morty the Overlord, and I have been your host, Lutch, a.k.a. the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.